It's just his head. Yeah, you have his head because you're the person
like
holding it.
Richard Nixon in Futurama.
It's kind of the vibe I'm getting, except it's not in a vat.
He's not in a vat. He's just
Floating head.
he's just a head.
Head doctor.
What?
Floating head doctor. That's a Deep Scrubs reference. I'm sorry.
I was like, what the fuck just happened?
That is a very deep Scrubs reference.
Okay. You said you couldn't teleport us directly to the temple. Where did you say the closest point was, Petrosantos?
Well, you said you wanted to go to the what? The temple of what?
I'll look to the group because Tommy's memory isn't too great. We were trying to go talk to Ugo, right? Unless I'm imagining things, or am I totally off here, guys?
No, that's right.
So, and we couldn't get directly to Ugo. The closest place was the warehouse, right? Is that what we determined?
Well, we just needed a thing in Miletus. I don't think we wanted to, like, I don't think we expected to be able to port directly to the Phoenix Temple, but we wanted to port to Miletus, and he said, well, that warehouse, like, he doesn't have a circle there, but he should have been able to get us there.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So I think that warehouse that I met you at sounds like a pretty good destination. Do you think you can do it?
Yeah. I'm thinking that's doable. I'm thinking that's very doable. There's 5 of you? Yeah? Right? You don't have like a random, I don't know, like ferret up one of your sleeves or anything like that?
No. Do you count as a person? You make 6. I don't know how this works.
Dismiss the familiars so they don't.
I'm gonna unsummon the familiar.
All right. No, I mean I'm taking you on this wild ride. I definitely count. I'm in the driver's seat. All right. So I don't have a circle there, so it's gonna be a little tight.
Wait. Quick question, Frank. Who's this? This is a temple to Mose, right?
It's a temple to Eros.
Eros, sorry. Are there any arms or armor around? You know?
Yeah, you checked upstairs with your servant or with your familiar.
What's upstairs?
If you're looking at the map where you are, to your immediate right is like a sparring arena.
And they'd have like armor and shields and whatnot, weapons.
Yeah, I mean nothing
Right, I'm
special.
gonna go procure myself some armor and shields. I come back downstairs after.
Yeah, I mean you find like pretty basic armored accoutrements here. Like nothing special.
Yeah, just a set of medium armor and a shield. Good times.
Poggles is eating everything.
All the best dried foods.
Poggles, I think we're leaving now.
Oh, I sprint over. Slowly.
All right.
At Portons. All right.
Call an ambulance, but not for me.
So he's he says, "All right, everyone gather around, and let's see if I can't get us there all in one piece." And his head begins to kind of like shake a little bit, and his eyes start glowing, and then, oh god, and then you all disappear from where you currently are. And a split second later, you all reappear. In the warehouse. 3 of you, Poggles, since you're holding the head, appear in this nice tidy office chamber. And Poggles, you kind of just land straight in this chair while holding.
Am I sitting?
Acrius and Valtos, you also end up nicely in this office. Canathos and Zelkos, can you both give me a dex save?
Is this a saving throw against a magical
Absolutely.
effect? Oh, I guess it doesn't matter.
Is a saving throw basically to try and land on your feet. I guess you can
Alex?
also use acrobatics if you want.
Alex, yeah, Alex, you made a dex check.
Wait.
You give
Oh,
me
check.
acrobatics too. Give me what was better.
Well, saving throw's better.
Oh, I'd much rather. Would I rather do acrobatics?
I
No.
rolled lower.
It's only them two, right?
Yeah, because we're in the room, yeah.
So you both teleport along with your group, but it seems as if when you land, you just kind of land face looking down, and you see boxes start careening towards you as you're falling on top of these crates. And both of you are going to take 2 points of damage.
Ow.
What was the check, Frank? I had a 12 and I failed.
Acrobatics, yeah. Or dex save.
Yeah.
This is a DC 20, you know?
Next DC 20, P2.
I'm going to turn to the head and be like, hey, I remember this room. You tried selling me a dagger for like 500 gold in here.
It's a good dagger.
I didn't buy it, but yeah, it looked really nice. And I'll look around and realize that two of my friends are not here. And step outside, and are they...
Oh yeah, we ended a little off target, I think.
I'm gonna make my way out of this crate farm.
Climb on down. Rub my
Hello.
bruises.
This is for Tommy and Acreus also asking. So we're gonna find Ugo, and what are we doing? What's going on?
I mean, we're just gonna tell him. Like, remember, the procession is making its way to the town.
Yeah, we have to ask him if he has heard anything about a tie to Nyx or being in this city.
Gotcha, and they're headed here. Okay, right, I remember now. Okay, yeah.
They're going to cut the thread, and we have to stop them. If we can't stop them here, we have to stop them at Nyxthos.
Right. All right. Should we go to the temple?
Yeah, I think with haste.
The head kind of like looks at the pog and is like, you can like stow me in your bag. I don't really want to get... It's probably not a good idea to be walking around with a head. I don't know. I feel like people in Miletus probably don't like that sort of thing, you know? And, with that, I guess you guys can head on out, and from here you would have a general idea on where to get back to, or how to get back to Ugo's temple.
Yep.
And you rest through the night, so it's what? It's pretty early in the morning, right? It's like, I don't know, like 9. What time you wake up at?
I guess we went to bed pretty early, so we probably woke up before sunrise.
We can say it's like 7:30 or 8, probably.
Sure. So let's say it's like 7:30, 8ish. Yeah. You know, you guys got up. Poggles ate some dried foods. You guys ate whatever rations you might have had. Chatted a little bit.
I
Went over
pocketed some good dry food.
So you like, let's say it's 8. You walk out this door and the sun's cresting the horizon. Sunrise. It's a beautiful day in Miletus. You smell the sea air. It's gonna take you like about 40-ish minutes, maybe close to an hour, depending on if you run into a bunch of people on the way there. It's a large city to get to Ugo. So by the time you get to Ugo's temple, it's gonna be around like 9-ish, which is good. Keep that in mind. Time's gonna probably be a factor. So yeah, you pretty much go from here straight to Ugo's temple, unaccosted, unmolested, so on and so forth. If there's anything any of you want to do while walking there over the course of this hour, let's do it. And if not, and you're just beelining straight there, there's no issue. You're just completely avoiding everyone, ignoring everyone on the way, so be it. But is there anything
back out and
going?
give me his previous orders to assist Kennethus?
Do I have my friend back?
Your friend is back.
Oh, yes.
I know you've missed him.
Purple.
I've made him a little pouch. He now has like a bag of pocket sand to throw at people. It's great.
Amazing.
Sure. So, Did you do anything on the way to Ugo or no?
I'm
Or you
gonna
just hadn't-
summon my spider and put them on top of my backpack so they can watch behind us to see if we are getting trailed at any point.
Okay.
I'm gonna be keeping an eye out to see if anyone's looking for us or sort of like giving us weird looks.
Okay.
Yeah, I have nothing to do.
Got it. For all those who keeping track at home, this is primarily for you, Pog. You're at 8 charges. You can't go above 8 anymore. So, first teleport's free. 8's really the total charge that this guy has. Yeah. So you pretty much get over to the temple pretty quickly, or within the hour. Where did I put it? It's over here. Excellent. Did it move you guys or not?
Nope.
Cool. Love
Frank,
that.
I'm assuming I just found scale mail upstairs, not half plate. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
Kind of a temple
going
to a roast doesn't have half plate.
It's
Anywhere on
there's-
Theros.
Priests.
Isn't plate giga rare on
Yeah,
Theros?
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
no, it is. It'd be like
Fucking-
copper, bronze, or whatever.
Okay, let's try this again. Did
It'll
it
be
work now?
Perforos, Alex,
We're
not
back.
Theros.
Been
Truth.
here before.
So, you go to the familiar hidey hole that Ugo took you to last time you were here. Upon walking in, you see the tavern owner. He's still the jovial man that you saw before, and he's kind of like looks at you funny. He's like, "You guys got here fast."
I'm gonna sprint over and give Ugo a hug.
Ugo's not here. Is the barkeep guy?
Oh, that guy in this pedestal middle thing is not Ugo.
Almost
We're
getting
still
everyone.
in the bar right now.
Oh, we're not actually in this room. Okay, backing up.
I didn't have a bar thing made, and I'm not doing that.
That's okay, buddy.
The barkeep.
Yeah, is Ugo in the next room? We kind of need to talk to him like now.
Oh yeah, he's just doing his morning rituals and such. So
Yeah. I'll
you might-
sprint in.
you might not want to interrupt him. Okay. Yeah, you're in the temple.
What was the last part?
Now you're in the temple proper.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna sprint over and hug Ugo.
As you get closer to Ugo, you hear him kind of murmuring. You could very clearly tell he's in prayer.
Ugo! I'll go run over and hug him, even though I know he's mid-prayer.
He is. You jump at him and kind of like reach your arms out to hug him, and you make contact, and with a big oof, he just stops his praying right there. You're not really that heavy, so you don't really like push him back much. But he's like, "Oh, it's good to see you too, then."
So it's a bit of an emergency. My friends over here will explain the whole situation. And Tommy has to go AFK for 15 minutes, so take over, boys. Alex, you're in charge.
Okay, so Zelkos will start walking up and will ask, so Ugo, have you heard of a thread to Nyx somewhere in the city that could in theory be severed? If not, who would know?
He solidly looks at you funny. He says, "All right, well, first, you're not gonna come in here like that, and you're not gonna tell me those. You're not coming at me and doing my own shtick, all right? So, A, where have you been? I heard from you once. B, what's going on? And C, I'm gonna need an explanation on what you mean by a threat."
We went to a temple and learned a whole lot about the fates and the history of our, I'm going to now call them enemies, although maybe that's a stretch. Essentially, there is a plot to remove the gods permanently from Theros by separating Theros and Nyx. And the group that is in charge of that is on their way here, if they're not already here, and we need to stop them. What questions do you have?
Is that why you had me send people to go look for this, what was it, this general from Asphodel?
Yeah, he's kind of one of the two potential ringleaders. We'll say he's the ringleader. His long story short, he hates the gods because the gods took, I want to say, his wife and his daughter might be one of the fates now because apparently the fates are constantly reselected, and he's not happy about that. So he has now sworn his life and undeath to fighting the gods.
He's not actually dead, by the way.
Oh. Well, he went to the underworld and came back.
Yeah.
Ugo's like, okay.
There's also a being who is not even from Theros or Nyx, and they are also quite powerful, so we're going to have to keep an eye out for them.
Upon hearing that, he looks at you and says, so it's an elemental? It's something that they made?
No. So imagine if there were other worlds, planes, whatever you want to call it, besides Theros and Nyx. They're from another one. And they got banished here?
He looks at you funny.
Yeah, I agree. That's the face I would have given if I hadn't seen it myself.
Let's not get hung up on that part for now. Where would we find a thread to Nyx in Milletus?
He just kind of like is staring at you guys like, I don't know what that means.
We'll give you a little more context. Apparently there are three ties or threads between Theros and Nyx. One is in Akros, which we believe has been severed. The other is somewhere in Milletus, and the other is in Nyxthos.
When you say Nyxthos, he's like perks up a bit. He says, well, if one of them's Nyxthos, then I imagine anything you're looking for is going to be a place of some level of significance to the pantheon or one of the gods.
Probably also secret, which is why we came straight to you. We figured if you don't know where it is, you'd at least know who would know.
Well, that's the problem here, is this sounds like Krufix levels of knowledge, or Krufix worshipper levels of knowledge here, and I'm good at finding secrets and keeping them. That's like my thing. But let me tell you who's better at keeping secrets. And that's those weirdos, he points at you, Valtos, no offense, down at the Krufix temples. They're really into that whole finding knowledge and keeping it thing. I can't really. Is it like physical? Is this like a physical thread? Is this like?
No
have
idea.
you seen one in Akros?
Could be a person, could be an object, could be a location. We have no idea.
That's. Okay. I'm not sure. I feel like you might want to. I can tell you it's definitely not here, unless I wasn't filled in on that. I feel like this might be a. You might want to go to one of the other temples and try and see if you could find out any other information. I guess worst comes to worst, if you need to wait for. Do you know what they have to do? Do they have to like step up to
We're
this threat?
told they had to sever it, so I don't know if that's like
Hold on,
level
hold
a
on.
building.
We got a guy we could ask.
Sure.
Boggles. Boggles.
I think if we are going to go to another temple, it will be worth going to the Farika temple.
Pull
First
out
things first.
Patroclentos.
Get the head out of the bag.
Oh, I put down my backpack and reach into it and pull out a head.
Xanthos, how do they actually cut the threads?
He takes a couple seconds. He's like, "Sorry, eyes had to get acclimated to the weird light, the weird brazier light in here." He's like, "Oh, they what's her name? Emera? I think that's the seer's name. She's supposed to go over to it, and she does this weird like hand gesture thing, and then I don't know. It usually just either A blows up, B disintegrates, C question mark. The one in Akros was at a Heliod temple. The one here I think is I'm not sure. I wasn't really filled in on this one considering how I wasn't there for the planning session for this one.
Frank, question.
Yeah.
Is Heliod sort of like the patron of Akros, for lack of a better god choice? Okay.
The patron of Akros is Erois.
Okay.
Heliod fancies himself the patron of everyone
Okay.
because he's Zeus, effectively. He's like, yeah, it's I don't know. She just seems like she needs to get close to it. You could probably try and kill her before she gets there. That might be a good idea.
It's a good plan. Good plan.
And what exactly did it look like?
The
thread.
what?
The thing that has to be severed, the thing they have to get close to.
I wasn't there for that one. I was in a bag. They were saying something like it was. I don't know. It's like they were talking about something Healy light related or something like that. It was like something that connects Nyx to here to Theros. So I don't know. It was at the Temple of Heliod. They needed to like snuff out something. So not entirely sure though.
Alright, so what I'm taking from this is we gotta go check another temple for information. Ugo, when is the procession coming in, and from where?
Are you guys going to talk to me about this head?
Look, weird shit's happening, alright? Just roll with it.
Spatcher Xanthos, he was part of their team. Betrayals happened. He's on our team now.
Did you cut off his head?
No, they did. We also killed the one who cut. Did the Archon cut off your head?
Oh no. That was Kano.
Okay, well,
The Archon.
we're fighting the one who, or going to be fighting the one who cut off his head.
Ugo looks at you guys. Okay. This is now. Next time, keep me in the loop so we don't have to do all this.
Oh,
all at
we
once.
learned this last night. Most of this.
Okay. Got it.
Also, we're kind of on the clock here, so let's go hit up another temple for information.
Should we hit up your Crufix pals
Wait, hold
first.
on. Ugo, when are they arriving, and from where are they arriving? Before we leave.
Hold on. He reaches into his cloak. He pulls out a cube. He throws it behind him. That's what you
Acrius,
got.
Acrius says, "Hey, is that ours?"
Yep, that is yours, all right. And he kind of tosses it behind his shoulders, reaches into his other pocket, pulls out another cube, throws it behind him, reaches into his pocket. He does this 8 times, and on the 8th one, he pulls out the right cube, and he's like, "That's the one." And he clicks it, and then he talks into it. Estimated time of arrival for the good general. Clicks it again, puts it like, folds it up. Says, "I'll know in." It starts like glowing now. He clicks it again. You hear a voice come from the other side, or come from it. 12 hours. And he looks around. He's like, 12 hours. They picked up the pace.
And where are they entering Miletus from?
Clicks it again. What direction? About another like 30 seconds go by. He starts glowing, opens it up. Northern part of the city, probably northern gates. It closes again. Like, there you go. And I'll have you know, that's one of my best men I put on that position right there. He's the stealthiest one here. If he was here, you wouldn't be able to see him.
And at that point, Acrius is about to pick up a cube and is noticed by several people.
Acrius would attempt to take the cube.
One of the ones on the
Hand
floor.
check is low. Ugo kind of like looks at him and then like wags his fingers.
Oh, here you go, Ugo. I picked this up for you.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate you bending down to assist me.
I appreciate you too. I love you, Ugo.
Oh, okay. Go get him, champ.
Let's go. And he hugs his leg and runs off.
Alright, where to first?
To your friends in the bar or temple, or?
Well, Paulus was feeling like the Freaka Temple might be a better choice, and he is a Nyxborn, so he might have some.
Yeah, let's go.
We can go to Krufix first.
What's closer?
You know them to be generally in a line. So, if you're going to like that temple, that bar you were at originally with the Krufix bar, then that's a little out of the way. It's more by the docks. But
Was the temple like actually a legitimate place to get information, or is it like a
If I
front?
was looking for this information as a follower of Krufix, would I go to the temple or would I go to the bar?
it's a good question. I'm happy you asked. You go to the bar.
Okay. The bar's out of the way, so let's try the Freaka Temple first.
Okay. Boy, howdy.
It would be the bar.
Yeah, I did that one together with mine, didn't I?
The original Freaky Temple, yeah.
The Freaker Temple. Yeah.
I mean, you could just say it looks exactly like this temple.
Yeah, we're just gonna delete everyone in this temple, and we're just gonna say that this is a Freaker Temple.
Send them to the GM layer, and then you can use it again later.
I'm just imagining this temple a little bit more overgrown. I will slowly walk in.
It's a lot more overgrown. Let me pull out a token. Well, I'm going to use a token you guys have seen before, because I don't really have another one. Oh, he's too big. There he is. Okay. So So as you guys walk into this temple, it's kind of Poggles. As you walk in, since you've been here before, you notice something that's very glaring here. There's not a large line here. You know, from the last time you were here, anyway, that large line was really pretty much the norm. It was people coming in asking for ritual cures and the like in order to deal with whatever health issues they might have, and offering payment and to the good temple of Farika. Left, Tommy, sure. You don't see that. Kind of offsetting, considering how we were told this was the norm, or
Right.
you were led to believe this was the norm here.
Do I recognize this gentleman? I assume because I was here for like what, 2 nights, that they would.
You recognize this guy as one of the. He's one of the priests.
Yeah,
he was actually.
he was the priest I talked to.
Yeah, he was one of the priests that was here and kind of showing you around.
Right. I forget his name, but I will.
Don't actually think he gave you his name.
It's okay. Hello,
This
priest.
is him now.
Can you help us answer a question about Nyx?
He's kind of like. Just kind of standing there, was like. Okay. So, is this a joke?
No, I'm very serious.
Because, no one's been here for a couple of weeks now, coming in, and the fact that you're coming in. I mean, you're that turtle, right? From.
I assume you have not seen a Nyx-born turtle who worships Farika since I've been here.
Yeah, that's what I thought here. Okay. So. We're not. Why are you here? Are you here for like a remedy? Because you'd be the first person in a while, and let's just say.
Well, before I go any further, what's going on here? Can you give me what's the short story of why no one's been here? Because last time I was here, it was packed.
The cures aren't working.
Has anyone been able to commune with Farika? She's usually into that stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
She's usually more into the other side of things, which is what she gets in return.
Right. There's no. The cures just aren't working. All right. We follow the remedies in the books, and they're just not. They're not doing what they're supposed to do.
I look back at my friend with a worried face.
So nobody's been here for a while. So, pardon me if you caught me by surprise there. But I was just, you look down to see this broom in his hand, tending to my daily tasks, and I wasn't honestly expecting anyone to walk through those gates. So.
Right. Okay.
So,
we're looking. I don't know if you're going to be the person to help us, but we're looking for a way to get into Nyx. I think.
No, we're looking for a thread tying Theros to Nyx.
Yeah.
It's in danger. We want to protect it.
Yeah, we're worried that some shit's going down, to say the least.
As you can tell, the connection to the gods is already limited, and someone's trying to limit it further.
He looks at you nervously. He's like, Look, if you have any idea what's going on and what's happened to our remedies and why they're not working, I would really greatly appreciate it if you told me. Or even if you don't want to tell me, told someone here. Because, well, It's just not natural. But I don't really know what you're. Oh, I had to sneeze. I don't really like. I don't know what a thread to Nyx is. I don't know how one would even get there. That's not. This is. People just have stopped coming here. So, if there's any, if people are looking for whatever threads you're talking about or going on about, it's probably not here because no one has been here in weeks now.
Right. Yeah. We're right now we're looking for answers. And it seems that you are facing the same issues as we're seeing across the world. But
This is widespread. I thought this would. I thought this was just in Meletis. This is like this across the entire Temple Row. No one's able to. The rituals have been going on unanswered, and it's
yeah,
we thought this was some type of scorn from the gods.
It was described to us as where there was once a waterfall or a stream, there's now just a trickle of connection and power that the gods can send here.
And I have a question for you. Is that going to just cease entirely?
Hopefully not. We are doing our best to make sure that we restore the conversation with the gods as what it was and make sure that we stop the people who are trying to ruin it. And we're right now looking for the best way to protect Nyx and prevent the other people. And I think you guys don't have the answers we're looking for. I'm not sure if any of the other priests are here who are familiar with Nyx, but if not, we can go to a different temple. I just thought as a Nyx-born myself, you guys might be able to guide me.
He looks at you and he's kind of dejected here. He's like, I'm not really an oracle. I'm just a priest, and I really just administer cures.
Right.
So I'm kind of sadly out of my element here.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm going to reach into my bag and pull out the coin that I've had the entire time. I think I've had one coin.
I will believe you.
I think I had. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on it and give it to this man.
What's this?
If somebody comes in looking for help, tell them it's from Farika. And throw it on the ground. I think. Pleasure, I don't know how it really works.
Or I think it'd be like touch the coin to them.
Yeah, whatever works. I like the idea of just slamming it to the floor.
Just throw it on the ground. He looks at you and he says, I'll be sure to do that. Thank you.
I look to the group and say, I think this temple has been damaged a lot, similar to the others, so we should maybe consider going to the Krufix one to see if they're having any better connection with the gods, or a better idea of the matrix of Nyx.
Yeah, maybe they'll know something about what's going on here. We are talking about things like how Nyx works, so.
Well, Valtos, lead the way.
Hustle into the bar. It's cool.
All right. Did you want to go to any other temple while you were here, or no?
I mean, no.
Okay.
What did Ugo have to say when we told him what was going on?
He got one of his contacts and found out that the general will be coming from the North Gate at when are they coming?
10 hours
12
from
hours.
then.
Yeah,
12 hours.
so like 9 p.m. ish.
Okay.
And so we went to the Freaka Temple to check it out and found out that no one has been going because the cures and rituals and spells aren't working. So now we're going to the Krufix bar.
So are we just trying to figure out what's going on, or are we trying to stage a defense intent? Like, are we trying to amass a defense?
We're trying to. We also we're just trying to find. I don't know if exactly when you left, but Ugo also said that like no, sorry, Patcher said that like there's an actual like thing that if they get close to, they can destroy it. Like that's how you destroy the thread. So we got to keep the seer just away from it once we find out where it is. And it was in a temple to Heliod in uh, Sparta.
Acros, yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
No problem.
And now we're headed to which temple?
We're going to
We're
the
going to the
Crufix Bar.
Crufix Bar, because that's where I know to go find information.
All right.
All right. So you are able to get back to that bar. That's a place that you've regularly gone to as a sailor and are generally familiar with. On their way there, you see kind of now that it's getting later into the day and people are actually up and walking and talking. Miletus is sad. It almost seems as if there's not really a. It's still a hustle and bustle of Theros as compared to other cities you've been to, but the jovial nature of the people of Miletus seems to just not be there. Especially in the Temple District, where it almost just seems to be gone altogether. There's very few crowds, if any, going into any of these temples, and you somewhat shocking compared to what you saw last time you were here. But you're able to get back to that tavern. And, when you walk in, you're greeted with a friendly hello from the barkeep. And just kind of like motions around, and there's empty tables everywhere. And looks around. He's like, "Good, find a seat. Find a seat. Welcome."
What's the barkeep's name? Also, would he be the one I'm asking, or am I going in the back? I guess is the question.
That's for you to figure out.
Karsten is the name of the bartender.
Karsten was the name of the owner.
Yep.
I will say
Oh.
you don't see Karsten here right now.
Is Karsten in? Is going to be my question. Actually, I'm just going to roll up to the bar and ask: is Karsten in?
He looks at you and he says, "Oh well, he's quite busy right now. He's quite busy. He's actually he's conducting some business. Yes, he is."
Yes. We're concerned about the business, though. So where is he now? He's in the back.
He looks at you and he's like, "He's conducting, sir. He is conducting business."
Frank, I rolled a 12. Is he lying, or is he like actually genuinely like, oh no, you can't interrupt him, he's doing something?
He is. You think he's telling the truth?
So this guy actually sounds like it would be like, oh my god, he's actually in the middle of something. Don't disrupt him. Okay.
Okay. One of two things is going to happen here. Either we're going to go find Karsten, or you can go tell Karsten to come out here.
He looks at you funny. He says, Why do I need to go get Karsten for you?
Because I got to ask him some questions.
Perhaps you can ask me those questions. I might be able to go relay them to him. Is that all good for you?
No, that is not good for me. You have two choices. Pick one.
He looks at you and he starts signing in. He starts signing to you, and he's like, what he's conveying to you via the signs is, like, come on, man, you know the drill. Like, we're not supposed to talk about this stuff. Like, we're not supposed to talk like this out in public.
I'm going to sign back. Yeah, but there's that emergency clause, and I'm invoking it.
He looks at you funny. He's like, emergency. He signs back emergency clause.
I'm taking notes.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a. Give me a deception. Fuck, give me a deception. There's no
Is-
emergency clause.
Isn't
no
that like
emergency clause?
isn't like a big part of crew
I
fix is
feel like
like
there actually would be an
saving
emergency
saving
clause
a
where,
secret
like,
for like the big moment?
well, no, like in case of glass clause of like, we gotta go.
Oh,
Isn't it
Okay.
persuasion or deception, and yours is the same anyway? So you might as well just roll one of them, right?
Well, the
Well,
result.
I'm not
of
actually
those
trying to be
things.
deceptive or persuasive.
This is L's interpretation of the world being different than Frank's,
Yes.
so we can wind it back if.
no, I mean, I thought you were doing something completely different. Yeah, okay. So if you say to him, like, in case of emergency, break glass type of thing.
Yes. If we have a Crufix panic word, I am screaming it currently.
Okay. Got it.
In Crufix camp.
He he looks at you and says, "Back in Krufix camp." Okay. Hold on. And he dips into the back. And then you hear him yell, Karsten, stop fermenting the meat. Stop tending to the meat. You got guests." And
Is that code for something?
I hope that was a euphemism.
and he walks back and he's like, "Sorry, he's dealing with the stew for the day. His family recipe doesn't let me touch it."
Now I hope it's not a euphemism.
Why don't you have a seat at that table, and he'll be with you soon, I'm sure.
I will impatiently sit down.
Okay.
I'm gonna play my drum.
Sure. So after a period of time, the guy looks over and is like, "Can I get any of you anything at all? Do you need any, like, food or anything, or are you just good?"
I don't want anything. I'm kind of in a rush.
Yeah.
All right.
thank
Well,
you.
you're waiting on Karsten for as long as it is, I guess. Then. And after another, like, 10 minutes, you see this jovial man just step out from behind the curtain, and he looks at, kind of ticked off, actually. He goes from he looks around and sees your group. He recognizes the familiar face of Voltos, and he perks up again and comes bounding over. And he comes over and he puts out his hand and he gets ready to go shake your hand, Voltos.
I'll shake his hand. Karsten, let's drop the pleasantries.
Well, as you go to shake his hand, he lunges at you with his two manly arms, his bear of an arms, and he wraps his arms around him and says, "So did you do well in the competition, eh?"
The competition was a sham. We got other problems.
Please, sit down. Let's talk. And he looks over at the barkeep and says, "Round of drinks on us. This man's a hero. They're all heroes."
Karsten, focus.
What is going on?
Trying to sever Nyx from Theros. There's a thread in Miletus. Where is it?
When you said Nyx from Theros, he kind of like looks at you funny. He says, "I don't know what you're talking about."
I think you do know what I'm talking about.
Frank, I rolled a 25 on insight.
He knows what you're talking about. Yeah, he knows exactly what you're talking about.
I'll
says,
say to him, "Carson, I think you know exactly what we're talking about, and this is an emergency. I don't think lion's a good idea."
Karsten, where's the thread?
Sorry,
looks
word fucked up.
He looks directly at you, Voltos. He holds up his hands and he starts like signing to you. Says, "You're not supposed to know about that. Nobody's supposed to know about that. It could lead to mass panic."
I sign back. The problem is, somebody who's cutting them knows about it, and they're coming here.
He signs back, "Their job's basically already done."
What is that supposed to mean?
He stands up, he looks at him, he says, "Let's go for a walk, if you don't mind."
Okay.
Veltos, we good?
Okay, let's go for a walk.
And I'm gonna sort of tap my flute to indicate to Veltos that I can do what needs to be done if he's not on the up and up.
And I'm going to sign back. What do you mean their job's already done?
He looks at you and he says, I'm gonna show you. And he says, "Follow me." And he looks at the barkeep and he says, "Just hold down the fort for me." And he walks you over to the amphitheater where you first were when the ceremonies were started. He like kind of flares his arm out. He's like, "Look, take a look. See, there's tell me what you see here. What you see before you say barren amphitheater.
I see an empty amphitheater. What am I supposed to see?
You're supposed to see an amphitheater full of people doing whatever they have planned to the gods, devoted to the gods, showing their devotion, etc." And he says, "Follow me." And then he walks you guys back up to the temple row, and he says, "What do you see here?"
No one. There's no one here.
He says, "There you go. That's the problem. You're looking for something physical, but it's not physical. Do you catch what I'm saying?"
Carson, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Let's walk off into a nice secluded alley somewhere, right quick.
He looks at you. "Are you threatening me?"
No, we gotta ask some questions. We need nobody to see us asking questions. So let's just have a little mosey on over. Karsten, nothing bad's gonna happen to you.
He will follow you.
Let's go. Paul goes get the head out again.
I whip out the head.
Xantos, I thought you told me that the seer had to do something to cut the threads.
He looks at it. He's like, "Yeah, she's gotta do like a small ritual thing."
Okay. Oh, Karsten? Patrick Xantos, Karsten.
"A pleasure, my boy."
Alright, so Karsten, what we're looking
It's
for...
like he's not really frightened, is he?
Nah. He's always like this. What we're looking for is where the shears are going to have to go to cut the thread. By the way, I forgot her name already. Amira. We're just going to call her shears from here.
Okay.
Restoring the populace's faith in the gods is a problem, though. You're right.
When you say that, Karsten like looks at you. He's like, "That's what you just said. That's it.
That is. What do you mean? That's the shears? What are you saying?
That's the string. That's the thread."
His
Xantos
faith in the gods?
Xantos looks at you like, "I mean, I guess you the one in the thread in Akros was a sunbeam or something. I don't know. You can't really cut a sunbeam. It doesn't make much sense. But I mean, I guess you could put like a dome over something to stop it from shining down. But I'm venturing to say they're not doing that.
So it would seem that the thread in this town has already been cut.
Karsten looks around. He's like, not really. More like it's taut and ready to be cut.
Yeah, but we can't really restore the faith in the gods if the gods aren't responding to anyone or doing anything, correct?
That's the problem here. Is I think you I don't think you can do that. Look, the problem here is we've been thinking and talking about this at the temple, and well, we're not really. He looks at all this. We're not really the type to interfere because we don't know if we're supposed to, and also it's not really. Well, it's not really how Krufix wants us to act or be. We're kind of watchers, silent observers, as it were. But if I had to take a guess, they are going to have to show a display as to why the gods are no longer here, or no longer assisting everyone. And, well, if you look across the temples, clearly they've done a good job of setting that up, because no one is visiting anymore.
You're making this sound incredibly hopeless and that we can do nothing.
No, we can do something. We need to restore the populace's faith in the gods. And
Yeah.
we need to stop them from coming into the town.
Yeah, the second one we can do, but it's extremely hard to restore people's faith in the gods when the gods refuse to do anything.
I mean, we could fake it. It doesn't have to be gods actually helping.
That
people think the gods are helping.
is an idea. And I'll make a minor illusion of a like Nick's representation of Thassa, and I'll say I can make this bigger and louder and in the sky.
Zelkos, you're basically a con man. I'm gonna leave this one up to you.
All right.
Also, we gotta kill them or at least get them not to come into the city. We don't actually have to kill them.
Do you think we can kill them? We might be able to delay them.
Well, you have that fancy arrow.
But true.
Karsten looks around. He's like, "Are we done here? Look. I have a tavern to run, and presumably it's going to be running regardless of what happens today. Also, if you need any help, let me know. But I don't really know what I can help you with. A lot of damage has been done already."
I have one question for you, Carson. If you wanted to restore the faith to as many people as possible in this town, what god would you imitate?
He looks around. Well, he looks out to the sea. Says, "Thassa would be a good one, as your friend said.
Thassa it is.
But
Thank you.
also, you could go with any of them. You can go with Heliod. If he looks up, it's kind of a cloudy day, but I feel like if Heliod shows up, the sun would have to come out. Might be a bit hard to do. But yeah, Thassa is always a good one.
All right, Thassa it is. Thank you, Carson.
No problem. I'm happy I could be of whatever assistance I can.
All right, squad. What's the
gonna head
plan?
out now.
So
What do we want to do?
huddle up. So if I make a big face or visage or just the whole body, I could do about maybe a 20-foot cube worth. I could make one of the gods, maybe start with Thassa, say something like, "People of Miletus, your faith in the months past has been dwindling. In response, we have cut off our support. Show your true devotion and we will consider returning to this city. In 1 month's time, we expect a month of celebrations and feasts in our honor." That gives us at least a month of them worshiping and praising. And then I can hold this up for about 10 minutes, and so I can maybe like cycle through the different celestial phases of the gods as they sort of like look down on the city, and let's just kind of hope it works.
They would have to believe it. is
I
the
think we
problem.
can do a miracle instead.
Could do a miracle. What kind of miracles can we pull off? I'm more of a trickster.
Yeah, doing illusions though. I think I'm not sure if like being absent for a long time and then trying to intimidate people into having faith is the best way.
It does kind of fit with the gods' MO, though. That makes it kind of believable.
Well, Thassa, I don't know enough
Thassa
about
wouldn't,
this.
but like if Heliod did that, everyone would be like, yeah, Heliod.
You want me to switch to Heliod? I just figured Thas is the sort of
Well, we would
Meletis
need the sun to
god.
come out for Heliod, and we're incapable of doing that. So
Uh,
I'm going to cast. I'm going to predict the weather. The weather. I'm just a shot in the dark. I don't want to
Yeah.
find it. I Druidcraft. What's the weather tomorrow?
Tomorrow's weather, cloudy.
All right,
Chance of rain.
I tried, guys.
does anyone here have the power to control the weather?
no.
I definitely do not. What happens when you are imitating Thassa and Thassa's head priest comes out and says, that might not be Thassa, or kind of blows the whole charade?
You think we should go to the temples and tell them what's going on and have them back us up?
Do
We
you
have a few
think they'd
hours.
want that? If you were a high priest, would you want? Yes, because you would want the people's faith restored by any
Yeah.
means necessary, right?
Yeah. We could say, hey, we need to restore the faith of the people. We know, given a month, that we can help sort of fortify the situation. We just need time and the people's faith. I guess that's a weird concept. And so, if they help us out, this is what we'll be able to do.
Yeah, that sounds better to me. Because if you have their head priest's blessing and support, it becomes much easier for the
Right.
people to.
We can also say we spoke directly with representatives of the gods, and I mean, I don't know about you, my powers pretty sure come from the gods and nature and the world.
Keep in
So
mind, this is also the longer term problem. They're coming here in like 5 hours. How long?
Well-
how long is it till now? From now until then?
well, it's probably
Say
gonna be
like
like
10
an hour.
hours.
Like 10
Yeah,
hours.
just come in here and it's some indeterminate amount of time.
So I mean, we could just scatter to the each of the temples. Each of us take what 2-ish, and then report back, and I'll cast my spell. Just play my act.
Are we gonna try to get every temple support?
I think we should, because I mean, if there's oracles about, we need them to have our back. Everyone's gonna be checking in with them.
Poggles, can we get an augury on this course of action?
Yeah.
The action you ask is
This
Should-
plan.
should-
This plan.
This is plan a good idea.
Should we listen to this bard?
That's not how augury works.
is it a good idea to go along with this bard's plan?
That's not how augury works.
What should we say? Go for it.
We describe our course of action, and it gives us Wheel of War.
Yes. So we,
Right, go along with the bard's plan.
I can never
I'm going
find
for a
it.
walk.
You get a wheel for this.
A wheel.
Ooh.
All right.
Ooh.
Let's go consult the temples, or inform the temples of what's about to happen here.
Looks up.
Are
list
you
of
all
gods.
going together, or are you splitting up?
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Are there 13? Are there 14 temples here, or are there no temples to Kruvix or Clothis and the other old one?
Oh no, there are temples to Clothis.
I
Um,
think we want to split up then to hit all 14, or are they like literally all within 10 minutes of each other?
They're on a row. The only ones that are off the row are the temple to Thassa and the temple to Heliod.
So I guess if we went
Preferably-
together, how long would it take if we spent 5 minutes at each one?
Not terribly long.
Zelko's
Depends if you're
talking to
actually
everyone
spending
would be
5 minutes at
preferable.
each one.
Yeah, then let's go do that. Let's just go down the line, and I will lead the charge.
All right. I will save us time on one, and I will go tell Ugo what's happening, and then come back.
Tell him to find it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just tell him exactly what you said, and then I'll come back in a sec.
Ugo's response to you is very simple. That sounds amazing. We should absolutely do this. This is the biggest trick we could possibly pull on all of the city.
All right, I'll come back and say easy clap. He agrees. All right, next, Alex, you're up.
All right, so yeah, first temple.
You stride on up to the Temple of Keranos.
Zelkos, what do you know about Keranos? How's this gonna go?
Checks notes. Got storms. Okay. Yeah, I mean, just excuse me. Hello? Can I get some help here?
You hear a very loud, booming voice radiate through the temple. Who is there? Who comes to this temple off worship hours?
It is Zelkos. I seek the audience of either an oracle or a priest. Just important business to share with you.
You may enter.
Thank you. I'm gonna like jog over to where this voice is coming from.
Everywhere.
Okay. I'll head to the center then.
Yeah, as you walk in, he says, "Approach the center pedestal."
Okay, I do so.
And then lightning strikes down on the center altar, and smoke kind of like radiates up from the altar, and then through the smoke, after a while, the wisp of smoke, you see like this man who's shorter than you just kind of like walk in. He's like, what do you seek? What knowledge do you seek, friend?
I'm here to share knowledge and confirm that that we've got your back for something important that we're about to do.
He looks at you and he says, booming voice again, and he's like, hold on, and then he turns off his thaumaturgy. He's like, oh, what? Care to explain?
Yeah, long story short, my friends and I have recently met with avatars of the gods, and a handful of the gods, not all the gods, my apologies, and have learned that their connection to Theros is being severed, being combated, being fought, and there's a group on their way here to fully sever Meletis and most of Theros from the heavens and from Nyx, and in order to strengthen that bond to make it harder to sever, we need to restore the faith of the people in the gods. In order to do that, I'm going to use what little power I have left of the gods to create their visages in the sky above the city and call out to the people to restore their faith with celebrations for a month's time. And I need to make sure that the priests and oracles of the city have our back and confirm that, yep, this is all true and definitely the plan, because if we have about a month, we can fortify these threads and begin trying to restore the connection. But without it, we're spiraling down to lose all connection to the gods. And I will make and I'll say, I just to prove I have some connection, I'll cast minor illusion and make a like thunderous noise behind him.
This guy looks at you and he says, "Is this some kind of trick?"
It has to be. We're going to be tricking the people of the city.
Stop. Are you tricking me?
No. I'm completely honest with you.
He really looks at you. And he's like, nope. I will let the head priest know. And I imagine her response will be something along the lines of anger. But I also want to believe that her response to this will end up being, if it helps us get people back through those doors, then perhaps it's worth trying.
Thank you. That's very generous and more than I could ask for. And if anything, if you can't go with this plan, at least don't go against it, and that'll give it a better shot of working.
He looks at you and he like gives a nod, and then he says, "Okay, hold on, I've got to see you out now." Turns on thaumaturgy again. He's like, "I hope the wisdom you sought was well worth it. Be gone from this place."
I'm gonna say thank you and give him a very low bow, and then head out.
And then you can see this small man just kind of shuffle in the back as you go to leave.
All right, one down. Let's go.
If you want to do each of these individually, we absolutely can. But if you also want
I'm
to
happy to
like,
montage hand wave it.
yeah, if you want to montage hand wave it, I will say
I mean, unless people want to do specific temples, I'm more than happy to montage hand because I think that one was fun and fine and gets the gist of
I'm good for the hand.
what we're probably gonna do.
I'm also having some very dangerous thoughts.
well, think about your dangerous thoughts. The next one in line is Karamitra, if you actually wanted to do that one. But
I'm personally good because I like how that one went and just sort of like the vibe that's gonna go and everyone's gonna be sort of maybe I don't know but sure we'll give it our
Blair, I would
best.
like to know if there's anyone who's like, if we do a montage, anyone who is like resistant to it.
Yeah, I would have done Phoenix, but Ugo's Phoenix, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Awesome, so I'm good.
With montage, yeah, it's fine.
you
Well, this might be
Temple of
weird.
Heliod. The Temple of Heliod looks at you and they're like, "Which god are you portraying?"
Betraying?
Portraying.
Portraying.
Like, who are you going
I figured it would start with actually who should we start with? I was gonna
Shall
go
the
through
greatest go
the
first or the
visage.
greatest go last? Because that's where Heliod's going to have to go in this order, right? So, what do you think, Heliod priests? Is Heliod going to go last to be the freshest image in everyone's mind, or first? Because, first among equals.
A large number of them come out and are now debating amongst themselves. They look at you and they say, "While we would appreciate Heliod not be present at all, as to not commit any blaspheme against his imagery, we also believe that if he is not present, then the people might forget that Heliod exists, and if they forget that Heliod exists, that is also blaspheme of the highest order. So perhaps it is best that you actually do portray Heliod. You put him in the back of this lineup, and you have him somewhat out of sight so that we possibly could not get..." And this goes on for a while as they try and reason ways in order to have Heliod show up without blaspheme going on here.
I'm gonna persuade them and say you've all made such good points, and of course he would be the first one there to say the message, and then the last image there, so everyone knows that it was his decree. Thank you so much, everyone. Good work all around. Just persuade them all that this is.
They on the shoulders and they start cheering and then like, "Yes, this is a good plan. This works. Yes, excellent."
All right. Sort of chuckle under my breath and thank them so much for all their hard work and head out.
Temple of Erebos, they're sleeping. You go to the Temple of Perforos. They look at you and they say, "So long as we're bigger than Heliod."
Perforos? Okay.
Bigger in size? Okay.
Bigger in size. They look at you and say, "Perforos has got to be depicted larger than Heliod."
Okay, so for scale, and I'll make the minor illusion. I guess I'd be like testing, like confirming that my minor illusion imagery is like up to snuff, and like getting pointers on like the folks who've seen them in the past, if like the colors are right, the stars are right, like the shape, and I mean everyone's seen like depictions of all of them, but like just sort of getting like the expert's opinion on them.
People of the Perforos Temple look at you and say, "More flames."
All right, I had more flames and then go back to Heliod and back to Perforos and like show
Heliod,
the size difference.
They say more beams of sunlight. Erebos, they're sleeping. Asa Temple, they look at you and they say, "Waves, more water." Nylea, they're like, "It's fine." So on and so forth. This goes on until you are done with every single temple. This takes longer than initially thought because you started adding stuff you needed to do.
But I think we got it.
What's our time until arrival?
This took you like an hour and a half.
Oh, we were moving.
I mean, you basically elevator pitched most of it.
Yeah. So,
by the time you got to your third temple, fourth temple, you basically had it memorized, and you were just like, you had designated spots in your speech where you replaced Heliod
Exactly.
with one god with another
Yeah.
god. You just like you managed
He's
to
just
convince.
going through a script.
Just taking the script. It's like
Yeah.
you
Mhm.
got here.
So
Do you have a time to talk about our Lord and Savior?
I guess next step is find the highest point in Miletus, so I can potentially. I mean, I'm assuming it's the Temple of Thassa, which is probably the last place we're going. So if I could just climb on the roof there and like hide on there, and then cast this as high as I can off of that.
They look at you and they say, "Yeah, we can give you access to our roof. That's not a problem."
All right, then. I guess this is it.
Uh, Canathos, you get a buzz from the cube.
I'm gonna take a look here.
A message from Ugo. Okay, so when is this plan that Acreus filled me in on going down? I have to see this.
And then I'm gonna look to Zelko and say, "Hey, when are we getting started?"
As soon as I get up that ladder.
Yeah, about T minus 15 minutes ago.
You hear back a message saying, "All right, I'm coming out. I gotta see this." As you're climbing up the temple, Alex, or Zelko, one of the priests of Thassa approaches like, "Okay, so we can sound like the bells to try and get people into the streets if that's necessary."
Yes, the Oracle has heard that something is coming. Gather into the streets. Yes, perfect.
Okay, this is good. Okay, we'll do this.
And as they're doing that, like once I have like a quiet moment, I'm gonna pray in turn to each of the gods and be like, "Hope this works. Sorry if this doesn't. Thanks for the support, and let's make this happen."
Okay. You can go.
All right. So he gets to a position where he thinks he's not gonna be seen. Waits for the bells to sort of die down a little bit. Reaches out as far as he can, 120 feet. Makes that cube and starts with that visage or whole like shape of Heliod, and calls out in his best Heliod impression, "People of Miletus, your faith in the months past has been dwindling. In response, we the gods have cut off our support. Show your true devotion and we will consider returning to this city. In 1 month's time, we expect a month of celebrations and feasts in our honor." And then I'm going to switch it to the next god and just have them sort of like looking back and forth around, and then the next god looking back and forth, and each time it's animating like everything that the priests told me to put in. And so with each one I can have various like sounds and smells and temperature. So when it's Perforos, it's getting like pretty hot, and when it's Thassa, you're feeling this cold, chilly breeze, and when it's God of Storms, whose name I can't remember, yeah, we get like a thunder peal. So each one's getting like these other sensory effects. So odds are some people are going to see through it because they can just make an investigation check against it. But hopefully, with each progressive god that goes through, it's sort of getting people more and more into it, and then finally it'll end on Heliod, and then he'll just become as just brighter and brighter and brighter, so you can't see him anymore until it's just like this secondary sun, and then it just fades away right up on like the 9.5 minute mark.
I like it. So yeah, after all of that, there's people just in the streets looking up the entire time. It's kind of like a fireworks show. You got a bunch of people who are just out. They're shielding their eyes when Heliod's light burns and when Perforos's fires erupt. They're basking in the cool flow of the air when Thassa shows up, and the calming presence of Karamitra and Nylea. Uh, and for a while, this looks good. This is from your perspective, from vast majority of the priests' perspectives. This looks like it worked. This is spirits are on high. People are cheering. People are also worried, which is not a great thing. But people are now they're looking up, and Heliod just said if things aren't fixed in a month, if their devotion isn't kicked up within a month's time, this is a big problem here. So people are now they're a bit worried, and now they're a bit driven to actually act here. So you do a pretty good job. As you inferred, there's a number of people that look at this and it's like it's just some local kids playing pranks. But you enamored a vast majority of this city, and as you start climbing down those steps and those ladders, you can start seeing a slow trickle of worshippers flowing into the Temple of Thassa, which then turns into a steady torrent. People come in and they start saying their prayers, and they start showing levels of devotion that you not quite what you saw when you first came to Miletus, but definitely a vast improvement upon what you saw today, and presumably what has been happening days prior. And this is pretty much the standard going across the Temple Row here, with people flowing into temples, some more than others, obviously. You don't see that many people flowing into the Temple of Mogus, but then again, you didn't really expect to see much of that anyway. So yeah, all in all, you get the vibe that this checked out. This worked.
All right, step 2.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
How are we dealing with not Orthos? What is his name? Starts with
I
D.
think we set up at the northern gate or north of the northern gate for some kind of ambush, and maybe even I don't know if we can talk the guards into helping us, but maybe we can.
Alpha said he had a plan. What's the plan?
Who has a plan?
What?
You said I have a crazy idea. You.
Oh no,
you.
my crazy idea. You don't want to know my crazy idea. It's
Oh,
past the time.
it
for
might
my
it
crazy
might
idea.
inspire us for other ideas.
Yeah. I'm not gonna do it. Just maybe.
Well, see, no, you don't want to know my crazy
I
idea.
want to hear your spark of inspiration,
If
clearly
I
given
take-
from the gods.
I say a crazy idea first. Will you say your crazy idea?
What's your crazy idea?
I sit in a tree with my black arrow of Haktos and kill the lady.
Okay, that's
What's your
not a
crazy
crazy idea. That's an actually okay idea, assuming you don't miss. My crazy idea was maybe we just don't talk to the Temple of. And we announce the new sun god Valtos to the populace, and they cheer, and all of a sudden I'm elevated to divinity. Anyway, we gotta kill them.
Yep, that's a crazy idea.
That is a crazy idea. Well, let's start at the top. Are we trying to kill them or just deter them? Because if we're trying to kill them, this is going to be very difficult. If we're trying to just thin their forces and, stop them from entering, that's very different.
If we can kill them, we should probably.
Well, let's
If we
start
only
heading
can
to
just
the
deter
north
them.
gate and see what it's like. If there's no guards about, we could even just ask them to shut the gates. Maybe, I don't know. You just say, hey, there's some people threatening the city. Don't let them in. I could even make another god appearance going, there's this general coming. He looks like this. Do not let him enter at all costs.
I think the living man who went to the underworld and back is going to find a way into the city. I don't want to scare you. I don't think a gate is going to stop him.
True, but at least having the guards on our side rather than against us might be the play. We could just be citizens who came to help because the god said so.
We do have all the temple leadership kind of in a position to do what we want, so they could vouch for us to the local authorities and get them to work for us, probably.
Yeah?
That doesn't seem unreasonable, right?
Yeah, we just haven't told them the full picture. Unless we can have Ugo I mean, Ugo's got our backs and knows the whole story.
You said that Ugo tell everyone? I don't. They probably respect Ugo's opinion more than random people.
Should
So maybe
we use the cube and ask Ugo, hey, how would we get the northern gate guards on our side, or at least the local guards on our side?
Canthus, warm up that cube.
Sorry, repeat that. Do
Warm
we?
up that cube to fucking ask Google a question.
I'm gonna call up Ugo and say, yes, Maltos has a question for you.
Well, Zelko has a question.
Okay, so after a couple of minutes, you feel like a tapping on your shoulder. Is like, I said I was gonna come out and look at this.
I have like the cube up to my ear like a caveman. And I'm
Wait,
like,
is he talking like himself or talking like his stuttering?
Oh, please don't make me do the stutter. No, he's talking like himself.
So we're heading to the north gate and figured we're trying to come up with a plan to keep this general out. If we attack in broad daylight, or even at night, we don't want the guards assaulting us. So we're trying to figure out if you have any contacts to maybe get them to look the other way or just take our side, or if I need to pull another, trickery and get them on our side that way.
we should try to stop them from even reaching the city walls. Like, what do you think, Ugo?
Well, my best guess here is you should probably not give them a chance to get here. All that being said, look, he kind of like Usher pulls you guys in. If this guy, and to be fair, we know of him. We know this guy from tales and his military history and the like. He's pretty well famous and I guess now infamous individual. I feel like if you're gonna try and stop him from getting into the city, this is gonna be very dangerous. That being said, I can lend you some assistance, and while the city guards might not, maybe they will. I'm not sure. If he's pretty much what Acri said there. If he wants in, he's gonna get in, unless we give him reason not to. I guess, right? He looks he looks to Cantor. He's like, that's military wise. That makes sense, right? We remove his reason remove his reason to come here, right?
Yes, but he's not the one that needs to come here. He's on an escort mission.
Yeah.
He's got to get the shears into the city.
So why don't we just remove
And
the shears?
she's not Orpheus.
Let's just remove the shears from the equation. We sneak up. Do you think she's that powerful? The general is clearly well armed and armored and strong, but
I mean, she's a
She needs
fake.
an
She's got to be
escort.
powerful.
if she needs an escort, she probably is a little more defenseless than the general.
Ugo looks around. He's like, you said she was a fate?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't. Look, I'm an oracle, and I'm a pretty. I don't want to toot my own horn here, but I'm a force to be reckoned with in of myself. But I've never really encountered a fate. I don't think I'm really supposed to. I think I'd probably be in a bad shape if I was encountered.
Well,
But
you'd be in the underworld normally if you did. So
yeah, and I don't
Makes
want to be there. I worship Phaenax. I don't want to be there. So I'm gonna venture to say she's. I'm gonna venture to say she's probably got to be able to hold her own to some extent. At the very least, if I can, and technically, I guess being chosen by Athreos means you, she's probably a rung above an Oracle to Athreos at the very least. So,
All right. Well, then we can't fight them. We need to convince them or distract them of some sort. What is
It-
our plan?
If we can kidnap them, and then I can hear them talk for a little while, I could pretend to be them, and
We
just
can
say,
kidnap
"Whoops, didn't work." So that is probably one of the harder options, but keep an eye out for it.
I can also scout as a bird.
Trying to figure out how to interact with them threateningly or non-threateningly in a way that makes them not squish us, and that's what
Right.
we deal with.
How do we get them not to want to come into Meletis? And I don't think there's an answer to that.
No, we could convince them that the shears were already cut, but that's long past. We can't do that anymore.
Or that the threat is elsewhere, but we'd have to. I mean,
She would know. She would know. The shears would know where the threat is here.
I guess you're right.
Uh, could we convince the general not to come? Is that something? Like, would the general want to not come for a reason?
Um, if
There's no way we're separating them. Like, it's actually not possible.
if Erebos is here and taking out Phaenax worshippers, I don't know, or those who have, eluded him thus far.
There has to be a way to convince the
The
shear.
general is not going to care.
Yeah, there has to be a way to convince the shear. I'm discovering the general means the general is just going to do what the shear wants. So we have to convince the shear to want to change course, go somewhere else, or just leave. And that's the problem.
We could
I mean,
convince them
well,
that getting revenge isn't cutting them off, it's going and defeating them, and then we lead them to Nyx, and then once we're Nyx and we have the gods there and us there, we double cross them and defeat them with the help of the gods.
I was going to say, what worst case scenario, and they cut the threads here in Meletis. How bad is that? And can we just think of another plan later?
We have to then go to Nykthos and stop them from cutting the thread there. That's the last stand.
you guys, when you say, when you said we could bring them to Nyx and then beat them there, he looks at you and says, "Oh, I don't think that's a good idea."
Why is that?
Well, if what you're saying is true on what like this oracle can do or this fate can do, then bringing her to the place the gods are probably isn't a good idea. That's probably their end destination. Don't you think? Like if
Also, if
they're
we can't,
going to those, they're probably trying to get to Nyx in general.
if we can't beat them here, we're not going to be able to beat them in Nyx though. Like they're just going to beat us anywhere.
Well, we don't know if we can't beat them here.
Yeah, we don't know if we can't cut them off from Nykthos. For all we know, there's some sort of... I mean, there's got to be something that's been stopping people from getting to Nykthos. And if we can break in, we can maybe figure out how to, shore up its defenses. We're not confident we can shore up the defense of Meletis. Maybe we can shore up the defenses of Nykthos.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I'm thinking that we might. Should we attempt to fight them, and if we start losing, flee and assume Meletis is lost? Should we do that?
Frank, how long did this teleport spell take to cast?
Teleport takes. It's instantaneous.
Yeah, I mean, we could all gather around Poggles and have Patcher get us out of here.
We want to attempt to fight them, and if it's going really south, we all. Wait a second. Do
Can
you
we
think
rely on this head to teleport us on command?
the Fate sisters are still in the underworld, or no?
The other fates are still in the underworld. They're not her sisters as such.
You think they have the answers to all of this?
Yeah, but
Maybe.
we're on a timetable. We don't have time to go to the underworld and ask them.
Yeah, there's an expressway to the underworld, my friend. We fight them and die.
Yeah, and then they cut the thread in Miletus, and then they go to Nykthos, and we're in the underworld.
I mean, Patrozantos
Patrick,
is
can you teleport out of the underworld?
No, if he could do that, he would have done that, and he wouldn't be worried about anything.
Well, I
Well-
guess what's the wording on teleport? If it says that's a different plane, I don't even fucking know. But
Let's go find the
Destination you
Kraken.
choose must be known to you and must be on the same plane of existence as
Hmm.
you. The answer is he can teleport out of the underworld because the underworld is on the same plane of existence
Oh.
as Theros.
why don't we attempt to fight them? If they defeat us all, we find the fate in the underworld. There's no, unless you can think of another plan. That's what I got.
I
I
mean,
think regardless, we have to try to fight them.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like that is something I agree with. The thing is, if we lose to them, if we run, we have no leads on how we'll ever beat them. But if we talk to her sisters or sister or whatever in the underworld, I think
It's not sisters.
she might give us, what was that?
It's just the other fates. Like they're not.
they're not biological sisters, but still
I
call
think
them
they're
sisters.
called, yeah. But yeah. So unless you can think of a better option, that's my plan.
This is the legendary plan that I'm into.
Can,
Ooh,
Hugo
good
kind
for-
of looks around.
can
He's like,
Nickborn go to the underworld? Fire?
oh, yeah, they can.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Ugo, can you
You're
drum us up some
valuable.
reinforcements?
What?
Ugo, can you drum us up some reinforcements?
He. Are you taking
So it
them
comes
back the
to this.
underworld too?
What was the question?
Are you going to take them out of the underworld too?
Sweats. Also, what if they don't kill Patru? Then we have to walk out of the underworld.
Also, they can't kill Patru.
He's immortal, remember,
He's
guys?
immortal.
For all intents and purposes, Patru is your possession.
I mean, if we die,
we
do our
don't take to the
possessions?
underworld.
Yeah, possessions don't come along. Do they?
You can't take it with you.
They don't.
If you're buried
Really?
with something, do you keep it?
You could.
Depends
you-
what your faith is.
Sweats.
Oh, you could
Sweats
do
and-
something very funny.
Because we
Gonna
could
duplicate
ask.
items.
I
It's an-
am
it's
not
an item
gonna-
duping scheme.
Well,
There
because
is one thing you can do here that I
start
you gotta
duping
figure-
arrows. Well, if we, well, I mean, I guess I'll ask, Acris. Acris, when people died and showed up in the underworld, did they show up with things?
The answer is no, they don't.
Okay.
Oh no, they just came as kind of like lost souls.
Even like nobles and people who might be buried with more than a pair of coins.
No, they didn't have anything. But wait a second. Didn't Patru?
Smuggle things in and out.
So won't he be able to teleport us into the underworld?
His charges are a little bit of a limitation there.
Do it one more time.
Yeah. I mean, we could go to, like, we could try to find Aetherios or the other fates and convince them that, like, hey, now's the time to make moves, but I don't know if they can.
How long is it to travel from Miletus to Nykthos?
We know where that is, do we?
It's Olympus.
I'm going to pull up the map, and I'm going to show you where Nykthos is.
Also, Acris, I've never asked you before, but do you have any friends in the underworld of, like, your kind that might help us go to war?
Maybe, but I don't think they like the gods very much.
Oh, it's on
Oh.
the map. I see it there.
I thought they
Well,
were all
that's
for Erebos, or...
Certainly go talk to them and they won't kill me on sight, so I could find out information. I mean, I'm a demon just like them, but Erebos isn't too fond of me, so I gotta be careful.
So here's the next question: if we start losing and we teleport to the underworld, do we have enough time to get back and beat them to Nykthos?
I mean, why don't we just teleport to Nykthos?
Because Patrozantos would have needed to been there. Get the head out.
How is the head gonna come with us there?
Poggles, we got questions for our guy.
Alright, talk to the head.
He
Xanthos,
yawns.
have you been to Nykthos before?
I've been around there. Yeah, I mean,
Around there. Okay.
the guy
Okay.
who's supposed to. I'm the transport guy.
Yeah, I mean, in a pinch in the middle of a fight, could you, if we all grouped up, could you teleport us to there?
Near there.
How like near there's in hours, days, weeks?
Like an hour or two.
That's perfect.
And it'll take 3 days for a recharge if we actually do the other thing. And I don't think they can get
well,
from
I
the
mean,
lettuce.
yeah, I don't. My arcane might is severely stunted since I don't have access to my body.
Right. Why? So let me just see. Let me just ask and see if I'm understanding here. Why wouldn't? Sorry, I guess. Do we know if Xantos actually comes with us to the underworld or no?
He can't die. He
He
can't
did,
come with
well,
us.
I'm asking Frank.
Well,
'cause-
he's counted
An
as
item
if he's
difference.
counted as a possession.
He
so-
neither can die. He cannot die, and he counts as a possession. So that's a double. He's not able to get
he
there.
doesn't come. Okay,
You
so
can,
that's
you can
He-
physically bring him there.
He could teleport us to the underworld.
Yes, he can teleport you to the underworld or himself to the underworld, or both technically.
we're not. Yeah.
And then 3 days after he does that, he can teleport us to Nykthos, or to the area around Nykthos.
Does that also not imply that we get rests in the underworld, or does he not need rests to actually just dawn?
You would get rest in the underworld.
Yeah, that's why you need the 3 days.
Time flows the same way as it does in the underworld as it does here in Theros proper. You just on the map. Hold on. Let me grab a picture that shows exactly how it works. Keep going.
You have to get to the underworld. Do you want to teleport to the underworld and then wait 3 days and teleport to Nixos, or should you want to run to the underworld and then teleport immediately out of the underworld to
I mean,
Nixos?
teleporting is just going to be faster than running, right? Like,
Is it?
it's going to take us more than 3 days to get there.
I know of 2 entrances to the underworld. Frank, are any of them closer than 3 days away or whatever?
We have a boat. Keep in mind.
From
From Millennium.
oh well, you
There was,
Yes,
I read in the
ones.
book. I remember reading specifically for entrances to the underworld, and I'm wondering if any are within 3 days without a boat. Yes or no?
of Miletus, yes, but also you know that there's one of the gateways to the underworld is on the eastern side of Setessa, which is closer to Nykthos than it is to Miletus.
So in theory, we could teleport
We
to
could
the
walk
underworld, walk out of that exit. So we get any intel we want in the underworld, talk to whoever we want to in the underworld, and then try
And
to
walk
escape
out,
through. Yeah.
So now the real question is, do we want to use our resources to try to get them out of Miletus, or stall them, or kill them? Or do we want
I
to
think them not knowing we exist is probably a good thing. So I might be wrong.
Well,
I
I also
think
think we could just defeat them right here. There's like we're a pretty powerful bunch, and I think we win here. And if we're wrong, well, we have a plan B.
I have this black arrow. If you want me to use this, I'll open the fight with it on the fate.
I
So-
also wonder if we want to do we want to keep Patcher in case things are going bad, or do we want to hide him so that they can't find him? In question.
We're running if things go wrong. We're just gonna run.
Right,
right?
but if half of us are dead or unconscious, it might be tough to run.
Yeah, but in that, from what you're saying, if one person dies, it's over because like can you teleport a dead person?
I think it's everything can you
everything we're
teleport
carrying,
things
you
we're
can carry a
carrying?
dead person.
Yeah. Canthos, you're the military genius. What do we do?
We can try and fight. Everything we've heard up to this point suggests that this is going to be the most dangerous foe yet, but it doesn't sound like we have a lot of choices.
Right. I also just want to know an escape plan. Are we gonna fight till everyone goes down? As soon as one person goes down, are we teleporting? Are we just fleeing? I just want to know what our plan is. Because I'm down to fight to the end. I'm also down with running before anyone goes down. Either of those two things. But if one person goes down, it's going to be incredibly hard to run or teleport for that matter.
Well, the interesting thing is if we all go down and some of them go down, we show up in the underworld at the same time they do.
Also, we're going to know a lot about how this fight is going immediately because you're going to open
Right.
from stealth with
Yeah.
the arrow.
On the fate. That's a good point.
So yeah,
And if someone dies to this arrow, they're actually dead. They're dead.
I think with each volley of arrows that Acrius fires, we reassess. And Canathos, every time he fires an arrow, you make the call of fight or flee.
Yeah, we just don't know enough about how the fight will. If we're gonna do this, we have to prepare. Like, we need to get high ground. We need to like scope out the place where they're going, and we need to try and ambush them because
That we can arrange because we know where and when they're coming from, so we can set up an ambush. That we should.
So here's the question: are we done in Miletus? Are we starting to head out the North Road and look for the way they'd be coming and the ways we want to go? Is that where we want to spend our next few hours?
Yeah, for
Yes.
sure.
All right, Ugo.
Yeah.
If you got anything for us, we'll take it. Otherwise, this is goodbye for now.
I mean, don't die, or
Well-
do die. Are you? Do you want to die?
No,
We don't know.
that's
We
plan.
don't
That's
know.
that's Plan B. Plan C, really.
Okay, so how's about I show you where they're going to be walking through,
Yes, please.
because I can have my guy come back here and we can like set up an illusion or something and we can figure it out.
Yeah. We want to know the path they're traveling as precisely as we can.
Okay. Let me get in contact with my guy, and we'll go from there. How's about you all come back to the temple, and we can go from there.
Frank, how
Alright.
far is the temple?
What?
How far is the temple?
It's like 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah, we'll do that.
We're gonna take a 10-minute break.
All right.
we're not ready for what we were
Good.
doing here.
Because if you're doing this, I'm setting up a map so that we can do this. Because I didn't think you were gonna do this at all.
Have you
So
met us?
I need a 10-minute break just so I can set this map up.
We do that. I mean, we can talk for a little. Like, so do you
Yeah.
want? So is our? If someone goes down, are we leaving, all dying, or teleporting? That's all. That's the only thing we really need to know.
I
If
think
someone goes down, we're grabbing them and teleporting. I think.
yeah, I
That-
kind of
that's-
like the idea of both player and character of Canathos being raid leader, deciding if we're wiping or retreating or fighting on.
I mean, strategic wise, like what Kennethos wants, like we can just do character without. I definitely want the decisive strike on the Shears when she comes into vision, because in some sense that achieves our goal.
Mhm.
Kennethos is past the time, like he's not a big dying as a hero guy. Like that kind of distinguished him from the other people. He doesn't really want to just throw his body out there, and he definitely doesn't want you guys to just throw your bodies out there. So we're gonna be smart about this. And our goal is not to defeat all of them in single combat. Our goal is not to, win glory for Akros. Our goal is to take out the Shears so they can't do what they're trying to do.
Right. The Ugo said this shear is very powerful though too, because I was like,
Yeah.
oh, ambush her in one shot, and Ugo was basically like she's incredibly powerful. So it's going to be a long fight. So we should prepare for like a lot of damage.
No, absolutely. But I guess what I'm getting at is if you're sitting there and you have a choice between hitting Orphean and hitting the Shear, like you should be hitting the Shear.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Also,
And this is your raid leader speaking.
If this was
Also-
yesterday, by the way, we'd be ending this.
You had a 20, right? You had a 20 like cooked ready for
No, yesterday I did.
Oh,
Now I'm
man.
6 and a 10.
so
40 d8.
also one thing we might also want to do is have Poggles scout with this bird form to try to find a monster worth like a big scary monster of some kind, because I have this spell called Charm Monster which works for an hour. So
Yeah.
if we time it right, I can
Wait a
it's
minute.
got a range of 30 feet though. If we time it right, we could maybe make this work.
Where's that arrow description for a second? Hold on.
The arrow description is you get one shot, hit or miss. Power word kill if they are below 100 health, 40d8 damage if they are at 100 or above.
Now we had a discussion last week about the interaction between polymorph and power.
The sage advice is that does work. Like if you turn them into
Yes,
a
I know. I'm aware that it does work.
So are we trying to polymorph him something with super low AC and then powered?
Yeah, and then
This is also
Akris shoots it.
But this is also assuming she isn't legendary, because if she is, we're just fucked.
Yes, and that would be giving up our initiative if we tried it that way.
Because I auto crit if I get the ambush. So if I just hit the ambush, I auto crit.
But you have to hit, and if they have an AC of
Right.
like 20,
Right,
they're like a monk or
that's the
something.
trade-off, right? Like,
Yeah.
and if you want to risk that, I'm perfectly good sitting in a tree for 3 hours and getting the auto crit, and if I miss, we just lose. But
Not necessarily lose, because I think if you also keep in mind, we can polymorph the other members of their party.
Potentially.
Potentially.
yeah, also potential.
Yeah. Like, in theory, I could charm one, poly the other, and then now we're just fighting the shears.
Well, Orphean is definitely not going to be polymorphable. I'm pretty sure he's legendary. Maybe
'Cause-
he's not.
well,
specifically, but
I was able to charm Kano the other day. Now, he may have taken the time to become charm proof, but hopefully not. I don't know how hard that is.
I mean, what we can do is Acquiesce readies his attack. I attempt the polymorph. The polymorph fails. He shoots anyway. He's
Well,
always
if-
going to shoot
right.
after I try to
if
catch.
I get the ambush, I'm totally down with that. If it fucks up the ambush,
It
like
won't. The ambush only part of the ambush that matters is they can't have taken a turn yet.
Right, so we would get the surprise round, and so even if you rolled higher initiative,
Potentially.
then yeah, if we get a surprise round and you roll higher initiative than Valtos, then you would say I ready attack for after Valtos casts his spell.
does that work with my first turn of combat? Like if I hold my turn?
You'd only
Like,
get
you know,
you'd only get a
Stalker's on the
single
first
shot,
turn.
I think, instead of
No.
multiple
Like
shots.
Gloomstalker is like, on your first turn of combat. Like
You're
if I
right.
delay my turn, you know what I mean? Or
Technically,
whatever.
you
You'd
would.
have to delay all your attacks. Well,
Technically,
Because
it's
then
not
my
your turn
turn is
anymore.
prepping an action, and then when I shoot
Yeah.
the action, it's not my turn anymore. So I don't
That's
know if
correct.
I get like the...
how did we decide to do ready melee actions, by the way?
That's a Frank question. I guess I can
Yeah.
check my notes.
Hold on, say again. What?
So rules is written when you ready an attack, you don't get to make multiple attacks, even if you have the extra attack action, but some people rule it the other way, and we're trying to remember what we decided on for this group.
For readied melee actions?
Or
Yeah,
just
like if you're a
ready
fighter and prep an
attacks.
attack, if you're a fighter and you say I'm ready an attack, you only get to chop once, even if you're past level 5. But some DMs do, you can chop twice. But I'm
Why
wondering
would that ever be the? Why would you ever not be able to do all three of your attacks?
Because rules is written says if you use the attack action on your
Rules are
turn.
stupid.
Nah, there you go.
Ah.
Just like underwater combat.
what's up.
Stop the vote.
So are we saying I get the 3 shots or no?
Yeah, you would get the 3 shots. That makes
But-
the most sense to me. You're holding your you're holding your turn so that you can do all your attacks.
Now you have to pray that I hit. I will have an advantage, but I'm just wondering if...
You'll have advantage, and their AC will potentially be Garbo.
I can also try to inspire you. If we know they're like 10 minutes out, I can inspire you like 5 minutes out.
Yeah, that's fine. Because I'll hear them. I'm pretty perceptive, so I'd probably hear them coming.
All right, so we got
have the
inspiration, polymorph, ready, attack. What other shenanigans can we throw at this?
We want to juice this shot as much as we can, but I don't know what else we can do.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what I can do.
I can't do anything.
I could sit in my rope trick, but that wouldn't help. Like shoot out of a hole in the sky. I
I can
don't.
definitely give you advantage if you don't, but I think you're
He
gonna
already
have that.
has it.
Yeah, I have it from moving. If I move, shoot before their turn. And
All right, everybody read all your feats. Look for any shenanigans you've got.
Actually, it'll be an alarming amount of damage if it connects, because
Mhm.
Hunter Mark will hit 3 times. It'll be 80 d8 if they're above 100, and an auto crit on all the damage.
This also assumes that Orpheus can't do something to protect her.
Right, Orpheus
Right.
doesn't have some weird like step in front move if your friend nearby. Yeah, that would be
I think
good.
this is the most I've metagamed in my life as a player. I'm into it.
But
Kind of like the fact that you're doing so.
Yes, because we're probably gonna die if we didn't.
yeah. I mean, so here's a problem. I could say this in character. Canathos is the raid leader, right? What happens if Canathos is the first person down?
Then we're out. If he goes down, we teleport out.
What is out? We have to grab him, and he's in. What the hell?
I
Yeah.
can get him. I can get him.
Do you
You
have
can get him.
do you have thunder
Okay,
step?
if you're telling me you can get him, I believe you. But if he's like in enemy lines,
Do you have thunder step?
I don't want you all to get me if I'm behind enemy line. I'll be in front to start. But
Oh, what are your teleporting spells?
Dimension door.
Yeah, that's like made for pulling people out. You'll be fine.
okay? As long as you have actually something.
he'll have to be in moving distance, right? Because he runs up, picks him up in dimension doors, or is it?
Yeah. But I'll be there. I'll be able to make it.
Okay, as long as you're within 30, whatever your movement is, 30, 40 feet of him, then.
The only other thing I think of would be there's an argument to if we could get close enough, which I don't think we can, but if we could, you would want to keep detect magic running, and if you see their magical effects on them, you let me know, and I cast dispel magic.
We have to be really close.
Yes.
I could pass without a trace before I drop it, because I don't really use those spell slots, but.
That's
I think
definitely
range is
something I
our
want to do.
friend, though.
Yeah, I
So-
agree. Because Kano has ranged magics probably that he doesn't like to use but can use, from what Patrick said.
Wait,
Uh,
Kano's in their convoy too?
Probably.
I thought
Potentially.
Oh, I didn't think we'd do that. If Kano's there, I'm also scared, but I thought it was just Orpheus and the Shear. But if Kano's there.
We know that at least those two are going to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would make sense. It seems like they're hitting their end game, so there's really no other
Okay.
place for Kano to be.
Okay, so
I guess another question is, do you want to start this now and then stop in the middle if we're still going, or
I think this is going to end very quickly, one way or the other.
Okay, yeah.
I'll be.
I think
I'll be back in 2 minutes.
think you guys either A, do the thing and
hate our
it
plan.
works and this ends very quickly, or B, you don't do the thing, it doesn't end quickly, it's an absolute slog, and you guys just get absolutely wrecked.
Yeah, I figured
You
as
can
much.
okay. There's a level of like GM player knowledge here that I can give you, but I'm not doing that. There is stuff that you can still do to make any fight against these people easier. That being said, Ugo walks back into the room and kind of like says, "All right, here's like the illusion of what you guys of like the area that they should be crossing, of an area that we think might be the best place to fight them."
Okay.
And he like creates a minor illusion of this area.
I'm back.
Hello.
All right.
All right. And where should we stand for the
You
ambush?
see only your pieces here, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so they're coming from the north side?
Yes, they're coming from this side here.
How tall are these rocks?
They're like a couple feet tall, probably like no more than 5 feet tall.
How are these trees or bushes?
Those are trees. This is a bush. These are trees. The darker looking shrubberies are trees. The lighter ones are bushes.
So do we want to
Alright.
set up the ambush with the trees or with the rocks as our cover?
I got this. So first blue square is going to be our position. Second, not blue square, is
Gold
going to be
star.
where we open fire.
Also, do you see this as only one grid or 2 grids?
One. I see a
bridge.
black lattice.
Yeah,
Okay,
let's go this
perfect. This doesn't snap, by the way. Feel free to move your characters.
Okay.
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 This doesn't snap. I got fucking tired trying to like align the grid here, so I was just
We
deleted
can
the
just
grid.
not snap.
And this is just like a light stream, I assume, by the width of it.
This is like it's like a slow, like a very thin river. Like you can tell that it's not like
Like if that bridge wasn't
it's
there,
more
someone could just
a
walk.
babbling brook.
Like if I shattered that bridge, they would just walk over the river without walk through the river without
This is
thinking
more than
about
a
it.
babbling,
Okay.
but less than a like streaming.
We'll slow them down though. So I'm thinking we're at blue square, they're at green square, we open.
Are they definitely not going to see us behind that rock?
Well, you're gonna pass by the traces, so we're gonna hide and we're gonna pray.
I think I should be behind this rock.
I could also make the hut behind these bushes, and then they can't get in unless they
Maybe you can't
dispel
leave.
it. Yeah, but I can summon a fey creature to leave and fight for me.
I think we'll be able to dispel it, but
Well, but then they'd have to dispel it.
that's true.
We also need to figure out a way that Acria says if this black arrow doesn't kill the shear in one shot, we either need to figure out a way to get Canathos in or get the fuck out of here. So Canathos needs to either not be near us or something else.
Yeah, I
need.
need to be over here, I think. Assuming I can hide behind this rock, Frank. Is this rock high enough? Can you hide?
Yeah, that
Full
rock's
cover,
high enough.
no
That's
visibility
part
behind
in
the
a
rock.
folder.
Yeah, I mean, put some fucking like mud on your face and like look
Oh yeah,
like you're
I'm no
I mean,
stranger.
they just won't be able to see him at all.
maybe, unless she detects thoughts or P resonance, we don't. It's like, oh, there's a living being nearby.
If she's focused on me, though, that's what we want. Anything that'll help her be too distracted to avoid your shot.
So Ugo kind of like looks at you guys as, all right, hold on. I'm going to ask the guy who's trailing them, like what their party consistency is. Do you guys want that or
Yes.
Oh yes.
Yes, of course.
like what's there? Okay. So he sends that message, and then time goes by for a bit, but you guys are doing what you're doing. Do you want any are you doing anything else setup wise besides organizing this?
No. I mean, I might rope trick into the ceiling at some point before or after, but other than that,
We'll also need pass that trace on us within the time frame.
Sure. So after a period of time, Ugo gets the message back, and Ugo says, "Okay, so according to my contact, I'm going to just put tokens on large tokens on the screen as to what's there, right in the middle here. Very large tokens, and we're going to just show you exactly who's there. So, according to the contact, there is this guy. There is
okay.
Lord.
this woman.
Anime girl, okay.
Oh well.
Ubu.
There's this minotaur.
Mm-hmm. I met her once. She yelled at me.
And then there's this guy.
Fuck is that?
They did say they were in league with the satyrs at some point.
Yeah,
guy
right,
gets
where they
back-
got the Hydra.
The guy also tells Ugo that while he's been tailing them, he could have sworn that this satyr was a woman, but upon reassessing and looking again, this guy looks to be a male satyr. But originally, this guy thought there was a female satyr with him.
Oh.
Could
So
be a
we assume
shapeshifter.
Yeah, or I will ask the
this-
scout.
They
Okay,
could
whatever.
be
It
like
doesn't even matter.
it could be like me, and I'll
Could be
just
more
turn
than one
into like
satyr.
a like female version of myself.
Right, yeah. Satyrs are tricksters, so. Alright, well, they have so you're telling me, Mr. Ugo / Scout, whoever I'm talking to, there's a party of 5.
Yes.
Okay, let me rephrase that. You're telling me, Mr. Scout, that you saw a party of 5.
Yes.
Okay.
Ugo looks at you guys, very worried. He looks at you. He says, "Do you have any idea, like, and any information on any of them?"
Yep, they're all
Yeah.
really scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a lot of information on them. Except for that satyr guy.
Yeah, that's the only
Okay.
true unknown.
Do you mind sharing like, I might be able to help. Do you mind
Yeah,
sharing
the-
any information?
The fire sword guy is the guy we mentioned who's from another plane.
Don't confuse him. His name is Kano.
Kano.
He was working for the Xanthoses.
Okay.
And the other guy's the general who we've discussed.
Orpheus. What was his last name again?
Catacross.
Orpheus Catacross. And the lady's Amira Catacross.
AKA
And the
Shears.
Minotaur is Amogus Ruin Priest.
Yes, and I think it was the Fallen Archon's top general, more or less. So,
And then he points at the satyr and he says, "Who's this guy?"
Good question.
that is, we know that the satyrs, in some capacity, were in leagues with, was it the Archon or was it the Minotaurs? So,
Okay.
maybe their
so
leader, maybe
he's-
something else.
So he's amassed a following of people from all over Theros. And one guy who's not even from Theros.
Yep.
Okay. He points at the general and he says, "Do you know anything about this guy? Like, do you know, like, what he's capable of? Do you have
We know the gods can't see him.
okay. But, like, do you
He
know,
also
like,
survived.
capable of, or if you're are he looks at you. If he one up, if the gods can't see him and he's blessed by the gods and he's going around like fighting against the gods, and he like says, and he's technically winning, is it wise to go in and fight this guy without having almost like approximate knowledge of everything he can do? I feel like you might be walking into like a major trap here, or not even a trap. I feel like even if you get the jump on these people, this could end very poorly.
But
Ugo,
also,
what
they don't know anything about us.
Yeah, Ugo,
So
what
we
is
have
your
to-
advice? Your advice
Yeah.
seems to be let us fall and flee. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
I don't look.
Because
I just feel like you might, if there's any way to get more information on them before you fight them, that's probably a good idea. Because at the
You
very
notice-
least, you could just be walking into a fight that might just be unwinnable here.
I mean, we could ask Farika if we should fight this fight or if we should go somewhere else or something like
We
that.
also don't know what Orpheus was capable of before he went to the underworld.
You
It
also
was a lot.
We read his entire biography prior to him going to the underworld. So
Yeah, like how did he do in like fights? Did he like 1v7 people or was he like just sort of a general who could command people?
You know him as
Also-
a lead from the back kind of guy, but when he needed to, he would get up into the fray.
I could go bother my barkeep friend again. But outside of that, I don't know where to find more information. Quickly.
we also, if we wheel and woe again, it's like 20.
Oh yeah. You're right, you're right.
all right.
The snake gets higher as we ask it more.
I don't know if you I don't know if you had other spells of similar type.
Well, yeah. Look, Ugo. I mean, I know you're concerned for us, and this probably won't work. But we literally don't have another plan unless we just start letting the world crumble. So
It's better to have the fight here than having the fight at Nykthos.
He says, I guess that's fair.
You want to help?
I really, really don't want to. You guys don't have any more knowledge on these people.
Got any advice?
Wait, actually,
Don't
if
die.
we win here though, you could be unseeable by the gods, which would be like the coolest Phaenax Oracle trait ever.
I don't want Ugo dying here.
Well, hold on now,
Where do you
Agri.
want him
That's
dying?
a very cool thing.
I mean, I think this is your fated fight just as much as ours. I mean, you're here with us right now.
I don't think we want to be convincing him to die with us.
Listen, we'll see what Alex or what Frank does here, but
Don't make me pick up a die, Frank.
I don't want Dad to die. So I'm gonna
Die.
tell Ugo to live another day.
As what you pick up a die and you see if he'll die.
So are we doing contested persuasion rolls, me and Acrius? Because I got a 27.
Well, yours is probably a deception.
No,
You're fucking lying to this man.
You're lying.
it's honestly true, and also that's in character. Zelkos like, wait a minute, this is my fate. What if it's your fate too? Holy shit! Also, you're like all this is him just 100% truth.
He looks at you and he says, how's about this? I don't want to die, but I will... What is your plan again? Are you teleporting out of the underworld or into it? Are you...
Into it.
Okay. How's about I meet you at the exit?
Which one? The one near Satessa or the other one?
Which one are you going to? I'll
One near Satessa.
moving now.
The one near Satessa.
Okay. How's about I meet you near the exit, and then we can brave the last leg of your journey together. How's about that?
Yeah, that sounds good to me. I don't want you to die here, so you should probably go as far
I don't
away as you
want to
can.
die either, so I'm gonna leave you guys to it. Where's the talking head?
Poggles, right? Poggles is always has that one.
I take it back out of the bag.
He looks at the talking head and he says, make sure you teleport them out of it, alright? And the talking head looks at them and says, oh, yeah, don't worry. I'll teleport him out, alright.
Do we believe him?
Ugo looks at him and he looks back at Ugo and he's like, I swear I will teleport them out. He will teleport you out.
Okay.
All right.
It's my first high insight roll of my career.
Adding to the plan, if the arrow fails, we're leaving immediately.
Like if he misses, sure.
If he misses or
I think if
doesn't
the
look-
arrow
Bro.
hits,
if the arrow hits,
No, if we hit them with the arrow, that's our best
Yeah.
chance of
If the
ever
arrow-
doing
no, I'm just
this.
saying if he misses, we leave.
yeah,
Yeah.
if he misses, we leave. That's
Sure.
fine.
Straight to leave.
I like that.
Some of us might have harder time sleeping than others, but if he misses, we leave.
Yeah.
Because we gotta wait for because then next time, even without the arrow, we still have at least one ambush round where Acrius has more
Can I-
chances to hit an arrow.
Can I also prep like an entangle thing just in case?
Well, it's essentially in the first round. If we have the surprise round, you should cast entangle around one that's sick.
Except Kennethos has to go through it, most likely. So maybe not.
I feel like Kanathos is probably just stopping them from getting to us. Like I feel like you'd be
Kanathos is holding this bridge.
Yeah. Like, can Kanathos hide behind, like, the pillar of the bridge? Or, like, the handrail? I don't know what kind of bridge it is.
I thought he was gonna be like over here behind the rock.
This seems kind of far in hindsight, though.
Yeah.
Like, or in
'Cause
retrospect.
For returning to teleport. I mean, in theory, you could hide, like, in the water under it, or just, it depends on how big this...
I'm not hiding
side
in the
of
water.
bridge-
I wear chainmail.
It's fair.
But yeah, right. Can I hide behind that? I don't think I can. But
Yeah, I don't know if a fucking
No, I think
6
if
foot tall
you're gonna be
man.
over there, you gotta be behind this rock.
Or I can just stand in the bridge.
Right, like I mean, you could hide behind this rock, and then round one you just sprint
Or
to
I just
here.
don't need to hide.
Well,
I
the
think you
moment,
need to hide.
yeah, the moment they see you,
They're gonna reach for their sword, yeah, and be like,
yeah,
"What?"
and then we lose the element of
Do you think they
surprise.
just kill people on the street?
No, but they'll be alert and
Well,
like they'll be prepped.
Kano knows you
Yeah,
and
Kano's
is
skin
going to be
secure.
like, "Hey, there's that guy who caused us problems in the past."
True.
Pick
Okay.
a rock and hide behind it.
Also, for all we know, they've been like consulting with oracles and getting information and knowledge.
True. Okay, I don't really want to be out here, so I guess I will hide here and then just walk out round one. Is this their actual positioning, Frank, or is this just so we can see them?
This
Just so we can see them.
Okay.
Though we would know their marching order.
Say
Yeah,
again.
what is...
We would know the marching order from that spy.
Assuming they keep it consistent, and they're not like running around.
Yeah.
Because like I don't know about you, when I go hiking, we change the marching order like every 5 minutes.
I'm not sure these are people going for a hike, Alex.
Their current marching order.
Yeah, that checks out.
Seems about right.
Next question. Do we think the Oracle has a 22 wisdom?
What? Oh, you're
Uh,
you're doing your portents.
I am. Are you kidding?
I think it's more than likely she does not have a 22 wisdom, but maybe not. Maybe she has more than 20.
In theory, we could go in the tree, and I could cast the dome.
No, this will be fun. This will be fun. We're
Alright, so I
retreating
guess
if it
I'm
goes
gonna be
badly.
behind this rock.
All right, positions, everyone.
Where am I? Am I behind the rock or am I in a tree?
You're behind
I'll
the
be.
rock.
All right, I'm behind a rock.
You're like over here, probably on this side of the rock.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
on this side of the
sniping.
rock.
I'm chilling here.
Other way around, actually. Give me that side. Hey, we just go to the other side.
There's someone there. Okay.
No, like over here.
You can just be like, here, just hold on.
And then I guess we would want the scout and Ugo to work together to give us a timing of when they're going to arrive at the bridge. And then we could do past that trace on time.
Sure.
Yep.
And also, I would probably cast a different... I'm going to cast...
So sorry, is combat opening, assuming we avoid detection, is combat opening with Tommy taking a shot?
It's gonna be
combat
L
is-
casting polymorph and me shooting at the same time.
Okay.
Yep.
And you're polying you're polying
The
Orpheus. Right?
shears.
No, he's polying the shears, and if my
Oh,
arrow
okay.
connects on the shears, it's an auto kill.
Got you. Okay.
But again, if it doesn't work, we'll see what the arrow does.
Yep. There will maybe some immediate retreating.
There might be some immediate retreating, you say.
Okay.
Or
Yes.
might not. I mean, the arrow might
not,
take.
yeah, might not. Hold up.
The
might
arrow
not.
might dunk her, and then she's at like 0, and then we get a kill.
There is, in theory, a world where you can absolutely just fucking kill her immediately.
But yeah, Frank, I'll need to at least... when they're at least like a half hour out.
Okay. So you are heading to this area, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
And on the way, keeping an eye out for monsters that we could potentially charm.
This is relatively a safe area. This is a well-patrolled road, right? This is like leads directly to Miletus. There's not really a lot of wildlife around here to begin with. It's generally like livestock that's roaming or your regular type of animals that you find just on the side of the road or in like not quite the forest but in the outskirts of the forest. Okay. Yeah. So when you get to this point and you set everything up, you want to know when they're about 30 minutes out.
Correct.
Okay. And the Ugo's supposed to tell you that. Or are you scouting?
Well, we would have worked with Ugo to like figure out the timings so that we have a guesstimate.
So presumably the spy is giving updates as you go. Or as they go.
We could just ask Ugo for his Spike's cube, since we're going to be meeting with Ugo in a few days anyways, no matter what.
Okay. Ugo will willingly give you the cube then.
Cool.
So you get word from the spy that they are around 30 minutes out from the position that they discussed.
All right, I'm going to wait another 15, and then I am going to pull out the gilded flower, and I am going to cast Fey Spirit at 3rd level and concentrate for an hour. I'm going to be giving it the mirthful effect.
Okay.
And then I'm going to have it go hide behind this rock, or behind... I'll have it hide in this...
No.
With
Behind
us?
this rock.
Which rock?
No,
Behind
behind
this
that
rock?
Something like full cover, can't be seen.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking like you're going to polymorph it when?
Once it gets right here.
Wait, this is not... Uh-oh. We got to count cubes.
That's right.
5. Is it right?
5 is 5. Yeah, 5 is 5.
Oh, weird. Yeah, no, you're right. Just not snap. So you can go... Wait, what's the range on polymorph? 60?
60.
Oh, yeah. All right, so I want a Face Spirit here.
Yes. You also don't want the face spirit to get detected on the way in.
Yep.
I'm gonna activate Foresight when it's about 30 minutes out.
Preactivate token.
Why? Are you going to activate Foresight then?
Should I not? It's 8 hours.
You want a token for what?
Also, I think you have to do it
I guess you
serve, right?
can. No, you're right.
For my Face Spirit. It is a small spirit.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
an 8-hour durational.
Canathos
Yeah.
is getting in the zone, dude. This is him getting in the fucking
Yeah.
zone for this fight.
And everyone except for Acrius and I are going to be fully behind this rock.
Let me see. I don't have a token made for you, but I'll just give you one of the free tokens and we can call it a day.
Sure. It can literally just be a circle with a green outline.
It's a fairy drag.
Even better.
Oh my god, look at it. It's beautiful.
You put it right there.
There's a lot of woo-woo blasting to be had here.
You can put it there.
Star Guardian Face Spirit. Let's go.
I want that forever.
I offered it to you and you're like, no, I'm fine. No, I'm locked in. So we're about 15 minutes out by the time I
and
cast the
Acrius
spell.
is, I'm assuming, passed without trace us.
Yeah, whenever...
It's an
Is that
If
concentration?
Discord give out?
It is
Okay,
not
good.
concentration.
Pass without trace is concentration.
Okay.
What?
And I'm gonna drop it for Hunter's Mark as soon as fight's about to start. Like, as soon as I peek out, so...
Um,
Shit. That's fun though.
Oh, actually, yeah, the Face Spirit would start in range of the spell and then would leave. I think that's how that works, right? Or do we have to stay within it the whole time? I haven't read in a while.
It doesn't matter where it goes.
Okay.
Alright, it's on you, Franklin.
Sure. Alright.
Can't
So-
rock.
Yeah, I'm like,
As you're watching, as you're kind of observing the as you're observing the pathway here, the road, and you're waiting, you see, you hear, very loud, almost like boot steps, and followed by what sounds like the weird clanging of armor, but not really any type of metal you've heard. It's almost like tree bark or like bones like smashing into each other. And you see slowly cresting the hill this bone-like plume, and then this bone-clad man with a shield and spear kind of in hand, using the spear to like almost as like a walking stick to like walk along the path. After a couple more seconds, you see a minotaur come up shortly in step behind him. Kano to his left. And then you see the Oracle, or the Shears, come up there. This is when you see the four of them.
But not okay.
Can I have a slight retcon now that I've thought about it?
What is it?
I cast invisibility on myself as like 15 minutes ago.
Okay.
Thank you.
I mean, I'm just gonna wait till they're within 60 of Valtos.
It's one
And
more
then-
step.
Yeah, whenever this shear is within 60 of Valtos, I'm gonna Hunter's Marker and shoot her.
All
Sure.
right. Look at look at Dragon.
They're so happy.
I know.
They move lockstep.
Where's the satyr?
And polymorph.
There was you cannot see the satyr.
So we're doing the shit out.
Yeah, we're doing the shit. Polymorph is happening on the shoes. She's becoming a walrus.
And
Oh.
what is her save?
Wisdom, and she is going to get whatever the hell my low roll was. Hold on. A 6.
6.
What's
Yeah,
the
It's wisdom.
Yeah, but what is the save itself?
What?
What's your
DC
DC?
what?
Oh, 16.
She rolls a 16.
Ooh.
Legendary resistance.
No, she just has a plus 10 to wisdom.
Ooh. This is unfortunate.
All right, well I'm shooting. So
Actually, wait, I'm sorry. No, she doesn't have a plus 10 to wisdom. For her wisdom saving throw, she has a plus 16.
Oh,
she rolled a like 22 off of us.
No, she rolled a 6, and then L.
So for a
Yeah,
total
and
of a
then she rolled
22.
a 6 because of the port.
Her
and then
roll totals a
plus
22.
16.
Yeah.
So,
No polymorph for anyone.
All right, well the arrow is being shot with the Hunter's Mark. So
you have the go.
all right, I'm just gonna roll all of them and we'll calculate damage to see after
Yep.
we see what hits and what
Assuming
doesn't.
you hit.
And the first arrow is the black arrow, and then the second two are just regular.
Okay.
All with advantage.
And inspiration.
Yeah, and inspiration.
Or you
She'll
can use
probably
inspiration on
wanna
one
use
of
that
them.
first arrow.
Yeah, I mean the black arrow is being inspired
I should
for sure.
mark that off.
Inspiration's what, Alex? A D8?
I think I'm up to a D8. Yeah, let me double check. It is a D8.
Okay, hold on. need to read a spell.
Monka S.
A spell that's active currently?
No, a spell that can be used as a reaction, which
She
I don't
can't
think
take
she
reactions.
can use
She's
because
surprised.
So,
She can't take reactions.
okay, you have the hit.
Okay. Guys, how do we calculate damage off auto?
You're gonna slash roll 80d whatever the hell's.
Yeah, you start with that.
80 DH.
Well, first you
Whatever
check
the
for the
arrow is.
auto kill. I'm assuming there is no auto kill.
There is no auto kill.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll 80 DH.
Yep.
Okay, I missed the slap.
A little over average.
Just a bit.
No, actually, I think that's a little under.
That's a little under average, right?
Yeah.
Average on a D8 is 4.5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, under average.
Okay, so that's. Should I keep just adding everything in, Frank?
Oh yeah.
Okay. How do I do the arrow damage? I'm
Well,
gonna
they all
roll. I'm gonna roll. Did all three of them hit?
All three of them will hit.
So I'm gonna roll 3d8 for the 3 extra, like d8s for hitting. And then the first sneak attack adds another 2d6. Or 4d6. No, because I crit, right? Do sneak attacks crit?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, if you
it's,
that's
crit
why they're
sneak attack,
great.
well, yeah.
so it's another 2d6. And then Hunter's Mark is 3d6. Does that also get crit?
Yeah.
So that's 66.
What did you crit off of?
He's
I
rogue.
went 3 levels in
ambush
Rogue, so in
Ah,
an
sure.
ambush round, everything that hits crits. So it's 66.
Well, that's not technically. If they haven't taken a turn, everything hits crits.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. And then this is in addition to 18, 28. What's 28 plus 15?
28 plus 15 is
Yeah.
43.
So it's the 340 plus 9 plus 9 plus 19 plus 43. So the 1, 2, 3, the 4 bolded numbers plus 43 on the bottom.
That would be 349, 358, 268.
It's 420.
421, I think.
Blaze it.
Is it?
Sad.
Wait, what?
340 plus 43 plus 9 plus 9 plus 19?
43 plus 19 is 62. Plus 18 is 80. No, 420, you're right. Sorry, my mistake.
420. I look at Poggles as I hit her for 420.
Puggles
Okay.
metagames it, and no.
She takes this black arrow. It whizzes by this Minotaur. It whizzes by Catacros. She takes this black arrow. She falls. Upon falling, she slams into the ground. And in an instant, Catacros turns around and looks straight ahead and starts screaming. And he removes the shield from its idle rest position, picks up his spear, and starts looking around. What other readied actions do you have?
That was all we.
Well, I figured
had.
it'd be a surprise round, or I don't know how you want to do it.
Are they surprised? If they're surprised, we roll initiative, we go, they get skipped,
Well,
and then it goes.
they were surprised. Now they're not.
So I
He's
would,
re-
I guess I would have had Eldritch Blast readied as soon as the arrow.
doing Eldritch Blast.
So it would fire, and then the Fae would also have something. So this would be against the Minotaur, 2 shots. Oh, that's their damage. So Well, if they didn't see us, it'd be a 20. Otherwise, it'd be a 13.
Need to roll initiative.
Yeah.
You'll hit the Minotaur.
And the other one would be a crit. So first one's 8 damage. Second one is 8 damage. And then the Fae would act immediately after me and would be teleporting in 30 feet. And actually, no, it would be hanging out waiting for later. Never mind.
All right.
I had no ready to action because
You were thinking about battle. You know.
yeah, I mean
Okay. Anyone else have a ready to action?
No.
No, I gotta put the wrench on though because I'm focusing on Hunter's Mark. All right. All right.
Roll.
All right. Select token.
Fine.
I like that.
Oops.
We take those.
25. Do all my Gloomstalker stuff work now? Because that technically wasn't combat, or I don't know how any of that works. I don't know the rule. I'm more asking the rules. If we're hand waving, I'm fine just having this be a regular turn.
I'm actually not sure, but
I'm gonna take a regular turn because it feels incredibly dumb and busted if I would be able to get 2 Gloomstalkers off before like battle. So I'm just gonna do a normal turn.
okay.
I rolled with advantage because of foresight, so I just fixed it.
Piles, how'd you get a
let's-
6? Oh, you rolled twice. Never mind.
Huh?
I didn't see Pagos' first roll. I only saw the second.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, I rolled this. I didn't click the token. I'm not a cheater. Even though I did roll a fucking 20. Toggles wheeled and woed too many times, if you know what I mean.
Too much wheeling.
Wheel it. Not enough woeing.
Okay. So let's just start putting these in.
That would be an interesting mechanic. Is like how high are you? And there's certain like thresholds that give bonuses to certain rolls, and then at certain points disadvantages.
Right. It's like plus 10 to charisma, minus 10 to like wisdom.
I put these in the wrong order.
What are the chances that Pagos goes last?
God, with the fucking baddies.
Why? Because we just ambushed the 5-person adventuring party on the road, with
Just
a
killed this guy's
with
daughter,
a
yeah.
deadly
Killed the guy-
assassination
killed the
arrow.
guy's daughter. Yeah,
Well, we'll
that's-
try to. I'm not even sure if we did.
Probably did.
This guy roared in anger, so it seemed pretty. You know, if
Well,
she
I mean,
can,
in the heat of the moment, if she goes down, though, like, I don't know if it's actually a kill. This is Kenneth, though, speaking. He's paranoid as fuck. He's been did his time in the service.
You have the 25.
all right. I will chuckle and be like, "Kill confirmed." I'll move the Hunter's Mark
For the
onto the
specific
Minotaur that screamed at me.
UAV online.
Yep. And shoot twice.
Let's just hope there's no enemy AC-150.
Could you imagine just Hellfire starts raining down?
I can. I really can.
Flame Strike is a spell that they could have.
Have they moved yet, Frank?
No.
Not since
Oh no, they haven't. So this is with advantage, and so it's a 30 and a 16. Sorry, 30 and a 17.
Also, did you use that inspiration I gave you?
I did, but I don't think it was necessary.
the 30 will hit.
Okay. Okay.
Crit, by the way.
Are they still?
They
Yeah,
haven't taken a turn.
They haven't
You
taken a
crit.
turn.
You only have an advantage if they haven't taken a turn. You only get the.
No, the crit is if they haven't taken a turn.
What?
think,
No, the
right?
crit is if there's in surprise. Are we doing the dumb double surprise thing?
That's not
Well,
how
they're
assassination works.
yeah, it's still because you rolled higher initiative than them. You're gonna get it twice. Otherwise, you'd only get it once
What?
if you rolled lower initiative.
You have advantage on attack rolls against any creature that hasn't taken its turn in combat, and you hit a critical score against a creature that is surprised.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Then they wouldn't be surprised anymore because they took a turn during the surprise round.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said advantage. 13 plus 17, 19.
19?
Yes.
Okay. That's 19 total?
Yes.
You slap, you shoot an arrow, hits her leg. She kind of like stutters a bit and falls a bit and picks herself up. Now I have a difficult task. Hold on. Kano go. Well, he sees Canathos.
Uh huh.
And he comes right here.
The fuck? You didn't want to teleport to me?
No, he comes right there and he takes out. He puts away his big sword and he takes out this really skinny-looking sword.
Yep, I was warned about that.
And he just kind of looks at you, and that's what his thing is. The Minotaur, upon getting shot, walks back behind the Fate and starts to drag her away. I have to double check the rules on drag, but I'm fairly certain she can actually just drag her away at this point. We can say that they're still within range of you if you move up to get them, but they're not in range of... What's your range, Acreus?
I think it's 120.
Yeah, so they're still in range of you if you want to shoot at her as she's going away, but for the sake of it, she's pulling she's pulling the body out of here. Next turn. It was 22, 22, 22. Yeah, so I've got two 22s here. So that guy goes on a 14. Yep. Okay. You're invisible.
Not invisible anymore. Polymorph would have broken it.
You have cover?
I have cover.
Yeah. Yeah, you have cover. Sure. Does this person care about you having cover?
Who's attacking me?
Oh, you're gonna find them. Yeah, so let's see. It's going to be a +6. Sure. Keep fucking up my tabs here. Nope. Second attack. 15.
No.
Alright. Yep, okay, so this person misses you, and then you see this arrow come from this tree here, as you can now see a female satyr in that tree. Voltos, go ahead.
Let me see if I can fit everyone in here. I can. They'll all take a fireball and those trees are on fire.
Okay.
Including the body.
Including the body. Who auto fails the dex save if they're not dead.
Sure. So we need dex saves for the 4 of them?
Yep.
Alright. Let's see what they
Well,
got.
not Kano, but
No, well, he's
down here ready to rumble.
he doesn't care either. For the archer. Fine. For the minotaur. Fine. Orphean. Fine. The body automatically fails. It doesn't matter.
And then
I
I'm
will
gonna
I will apply the damage to. Actually, no. When does this take place, or when does it take effect? No, I guess she would take the damage. Okay, sure. Works out I thought it would. Got it. You're good?
Yep. And I moved it a little bit. But other than that, yeah, done.
Zelkos, go ahead.
Alright, so Zelkos is going to move. Wait, actually. That's 80, and I can go. Alright, so Zelkos is going to move to here. Damn it, measure tool. And cast Shatter, hitting all 3 of them at 3rd level.
Okay.
So it's going to be DC 16 con save.
What range is that?
60.
Or
And then it's AoE 10 feet. So if he targets. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me read it again. Maybe I can't hit both. 10-foot radius sphere.
from 60, so that's going to be like there.
Into the ping. I guess he'll target. If he can only hit one, he'll target the Minotaur.
Okay.
But I feel like here would hit both, right?
It would, but it's moot. Catacross raises his shield and your spell fizzles. He goes to counter your spell. Do you have counter spell?
No.
You know who does?
I'm out of range.
Who is out of range?
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait, but that means he's out of range too.
Not
No,
you.
Catacross is within 60 of you.
Oh no. Okay.
L is out of range. L is just out of range of Catacross.
Okay. And I'm gonna yell to Orphean, Orphean, stand down. And at that, my little Fae, which I imagine is like a Korok, is gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and then it's gonna teleport 30 feet to here, and is going to use the mirthful ability Wait, actually no, sorry, teleport here. Use the mirthful ability on the general. So he needs to make a wisdom saving throw against a DC 16. Well, that'll do it. And then with that, this Korok is going to pull out a short sword and stab the Minotaur. So it's going to be to hit. That's not how that works. All right, let me roll it. Roll 1d20 plus plus spell attack mod to hit, which is 6 at this level, I think. No, wait, it's way higher than that. Are we like 8? Doesn't
Level
matter. I rolled a natural one. So
That will miss.
big whiff. And that's my turn.
Okay. Hanathos, you've been challenged.
Yeah. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, and take a swing at Kano with
With
advantage.
advantage.
So 24.
You will hit him.
Then I am going to use. Yep, I'm gonna attempt to I'm gonna distract him, and so I'm gonna roll a d8. So that's another. So he takes 14, and the next attack against him has advantage. And then I'm going to take swing 2. Yep. So 20.
20
And
will
then
not hit him.
20 does not hit. Okay.
No.
And then I
Well, actually,
will.
20 will hit him, but when you go to swing at him, he deftly parries this attack.
Sure. That's okay. And then I am going to, as a bonus action, cast Shield of Faith.
Okay.
Where is this?
Neat.
I am struggling to find this, but yes. There we go. All right. And I am done.
Yeah, I mean, he can see all three of you. You're out of range. Okay, so this guy within 10. You guys are all within 10. Zelkos, Acrius, and Valtos, you look up and you see a hail of arrows just fall from the sky all around you. 1, 2, 3. First one was on Zelkos, second one's Acrius, third one's Valtos.
Hit.
This is against what armor, or is it a
AC.
Oh yeah.
Does that hit all of you?
No.
16 hits.
Okay, sure. So you all take, or rather, the two of you will take. Oh, I guess he was in range at 150 anyway. Take this gets updated to here. Plus this, so take 8 plus attack. Take 16, the two of you. As you can see, another satyr who's lying in this tree over here. I need to add this.
The face spirit fades away.
Okay. Catacros. Range.
Did the initiative order get all?
Yeah, I
wonky?
thought that was Catacross.
Yeah, I
No,
thought
that was this guy right here.
Yeah, this guy.
There's
The-
there's the male satyr who's in the other tree. Sure. Catacros walks over here. Walks right here. And he... Yeah, he's gonna throw his spear at you, Zelkos.
Sure.
You got this, Alex. He doesn't have like a +12 to hit or anything.
It'd be pretty hard for him to miss me.
Yeah, it would. He needs to roll a 1, I think. I think he needs to legitimately roll a 1 to hit you on his throw. Actually, that's not true. He could roll a number of things. He hits you, I imagine.
Oh yeah, no, that's 24 hits.
And he's going to deal... very low numbers to you.
Bless.
11 to you.
All right, I'm at 30.
He then does the following. He points at, or rather, he raises his shield and he just points it at the two of you, I guess. Technically. And he just kind of points his shield at you and then turns it 90 degrees as, like, the ground beneath you like, almost
Counterspell?
evils a bit. Okay. You got it.
Goodbye, spell slot.
His turn's over. Or his
Poggles.
turn's over. It's Poggles' turn now.
Poggles needs to look to the group and say, "Are we leaving? What's the plan?" Or quickly saying, like, "Are we staying?"
For now.
Cool. Okay. Poggles was ready for that answer and casts Hold Person. Well, is this guy a humanoid? The guy in front of Canathos?
Yes.
I'm gonna cast Hold Person on him.
Oh, if you can hit this, this is gonna be nice.
Did I cast it or did I just?
You linked it.
It's his wisdom saving.
You clicked on it at 3rd level. Which
Yeah,
is
so just let us know
probably not what you wanna
let us know what your DC is. Yeah, you definitely want to cast at first level.
Well, I mean, you could target a second.
Or second,
thing.
yeah.
No, there isn't. I thought I clicked 1 because I measured and there wasn't any. It's 30 within from me.
60.
Yeah, it's 60 from you, but I just need to know what your saving throws, which I think
It
should
says
be.
the humanoids must be within 30 feet of each other when you target them.
Yeah, that's why I checked. It should be rank 1.
Yeah, so make sure you only use the second level spell
Two.
slot.
Rank 2. Or level 2.
It should be 16, right?
Yeah, you actually have to
Wisdom
click on it to
16.
cast it though, and we'll just
I
say
did-
it.
That's 35
I, that's
feet.
all, I
That's
did
unfortunate.
that last time.
All right, roll it, Frank. So
Can I luck that? Can I luck my roll? Or
You
is
didn't
Can you
roll.
luck their save? I don't actually know.
No. You can luck their attack. I'm pretty sure you can't luck their save.
No, because that's not a roll against me.
Good.
Cool. That's it.
Acrius, here you go.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot at the Minotaur lady twice. I'm going to bone. The first one's gonna have advantage because I'm not moving, and like the steady aim or whatever the fuck it's called. So the first one with advantage. Second one with no advantage. Against the Minotaur lady who's dragging the.
Yep. You're good.
So it's what, like 46? Do you no longer have Hunter's Mark?
I do. I have Hunter's Mark, so it's gonna be 3d6, and then an extra d8 because of Piercer.
Did you roll the crit for Hunter's Mark? Because you crit on the first one.
Right. It's normally a d6, and
Oh, okay.
it's 2d6 and then 1 because the second one hit too.
Yep.
So it's 17,
So it's
Plus-
66, I think.
20 plus 21 is 41. 41 plus 11 plus
Huh.
14. 41 plus 11?
41 plus 11 would be 52, but you
Plus-
have 20. You have 32 on the first hit alone, right? And then 14 on the second hit, so that's 46. 13 from your Hunter's Mark, so that's 59. And then 7, 66.
Yeah, 66 to the Minotaur lady.
Okay. She's still kind of like very clearly hobbling away now.
Uh-huh. And then I pass my turn.
This satyr goes.
The tree's on fire, by the way.
Yeah, she's getting off it.
Okay.
Oh, trust me. I know. She was moving off it. Does she take fire damage from that? Starting her turn in it?
I don't know. It's up to you.
I don't know either. I'll say she does. Fuck it. Roll me like a base fire damage for that. Or like
Well,
fire
you know
damage.
what? Give me a
Standard
number.
5. What?
Give me a number. What number am I rolling here?
I don't know. Give me like one. Give me like 1d6. Takes 3. So she falls out of this tree. Are you invisible, Voltos?
No.
1, 2, 3.
Nothing.
So in order it goes Zelkos, Acrius, Voltos.
Nope.
Why can't you just be pissed at me?
Because they have this thing that they're going to do,
So,
and that's what they're going to do.
yeah, miss on me as well.
Yeah, I think all three miss.
She's going to just take a second shot at. Actually, can she do that? Yes. Yes, she can. I think I should have taken a pop shot. One more at you, Zelkos. 16 should hit you, right?
Yes. Ow.
Whew.
All right. I'm at bleh. I'm at 16.
You're good.
This Minotaur drags the body over this hill to the point where you would need to lobby shots at her at this point to get her. Like, she's crested the hill onto the other side. Just barely getting out, actually. Get out of here. Kano. He... Everything's at disadvantage against you. So he does the following. He lifts his sword.
Does he have a way of knowing that?
Well, no.
Okay.
He's going to lift his sword and he steadies it towards you, and it's almost like lightning. He moves it so fast you can barely keep up with it.
What?
I'm fairly certain. Yeah, I gave him this. The 18 will miss.
Nice.
He has
That's a number.
another attack.
Okay.
21 also misses, I believe, right?
21 does miss me, yeah.
Crit
Because
on
of the
the
shield
other
of
hand.
faith.
Holy shit!
There's
You
a
would've-
34 sitting there, though, Frank. Are we going to talk about that?
That was the disadvantage.
Oh,
Oh,
thank
true.
God.
Yeah,
Bless.
disadvantage.
Bless
All of these have
foresight.
disadvantage. He gets one more attack against you.
Okay, that's nice.
Ah!
25 will hit.
Okay. This is... This is simply a 2d20. 14.
Okay, so is his sword magical?
It is.
Okay, so I take 14. And I
Turn.
have to make a con save.
With advantage.
Yeah, I'm good.
Didn't matter.
Valtos, your go.
Oh God, are we running or not? That's the question.
That is up to you guys.
Catch this fucking Minotaur. I'll duel this man.
Yeah, dude. Fucking this lady has been destroyed.
Gotta
Well,
cross
I'm actually gonna yell. Oh wait, it's not my turn. Fuck it.
You gotta cross the river. Yelling's a free action, is it not? You can just do whatever.
Frank lets you do it.
Like, don't
Yeah.
let them escape.
Yeah.
Okay, here's what we're doing. I'm going to grab Acrius, and we're going to dimension door to the other side of that hill.
Let's go.
Don't
Wait,
you
you-
be able to see dimensions?
No.
No,
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 I
you
don't.
can describe the location, so you can guesstimate the
Yeah,
like.
I just want to be
the hill
like
and just yeet
60
himself
on the other
over.
side of that hill.
So we're actually ahead of
Maybe
them
more
now.
than 60. Yeah.
So, hold up.
Oh my god.
He needs map. Oh god.
That said, we are coming up on time, and this might be a thing you need to fix. I don't know. It's up to you.
No. That's fine.
Split the party.
You
Frank is
you
looking forward to murdering.
You
us.
just ditch
how
the healers.
far up do you teleport?
How am I going to describe this? What is this? This is... I can't see off that. 80, so... I'm wanting to go 30 to the left and like 160 north.
You do realize if you do this, your party dies, right?
What? Why? They can run away.
Right, they have the fucking teleport, man. Elle and I might die, but you guys have the skull.
Oh no, like you're gonna die.
Because
You can't-
what's his name is just going to close the curtain on you.
I'm not gonna stop you from doing so, but this is like you're doing a real ballsy play here.
Yeah,
Frank made a point.
yeah, but can you say you're gonna die? Don't do that.
No, but I can.
Alright, here's
tell
what I'm
you
gonna do.
that strategically, this is ill-advised if you want.
Okay.
But I won't
I
stop
have-
you from doing so.
I have a feeling in the fates that this is not a good idea.
No. Do you want to kill the Minotaur or not?
I want to kill the fate.
Yeah, I wanted to. Yeah.
The Fate's
Also,
dead.
Kanathos did say don't let
fell.
them escape.
Okay.
So
Yeah, Kanathos said don't let
the
them
raid
escape.
the raid leader made the call.
Canthos said to escape.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Canthos said to escape.
No, said don't let
No,
them
we said
escape.
don't
Don't
escape.
let them escape.
That
And
is
I-
something Kanathos said.
Yeah. This seems like a reasonable thing, especially because she seems singled out. She's been hailed by arrows and is kind of weak. That we could like maybe finish her off.
Yeah, but the party's going to die, and our plan was.
Yeah, but we don't know that.
Yeah, and the fewer of them that go to hell with us, the less of a scuffle we have to have in hell. If we all go to hell, we might have a tough time down there without our spell slots.
I regret my idea.
Do
I'm
it.
not even sure she can go to hell.
All right, we're going. What dimension are you doing over there? Let's
Yep.
go.
All right.
Kenneth has said, "Don't let the Minotaur escape." We're not letting him
I'm
in.
This
gonna
is
put you
gonna
guys.
be
I'm gonna
my
put you guys there for now.
Yeah.
Zelkos, go ahead.
All right. I'm going to use.
And I'm going to yell for you guys to disengage. I think, as well.
Oh.
The
Sure.
raid leader.
Disengage from the guy who can teleport. Sure.
You can try running.
I am going to use my bonus action to inspire Canathos. If I can find my features, class features. So you got this, Canathos, and then I am going to step out of line of sight wherever that is of this guy. Can I see this guy now?
No.
Cool. And then I'm going to cast Cure Wounds at fourth level on myself.
Okay.
Heal myself for 22. And put myself at 38. That's my turn.
I took the wrong feat, and I have so many regrets.
What should you have taken?
Shield
Do it.
Master.
Something that doesn't require another melee partner.
I should have taken Shield Master, knocked this guy prone, and booked it.
You can just
Probably.
shove him and book it.
You could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't have
So-
the same
It's
feeling
Are we
that.
running
Wait,
north?
did you say knock this guy prone?
Yeah.
Yes.
About that, is there something?
No.
immune to prone.
There's nothing. There's nothing. I didn't
I
say
knocked
anything.
this gassed prone.
But it's your turn. You've been inspired.
It's my turn. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna take a swing at Kano because he just whacked me.
Mm-hmm.
Attack. 27.
That'll hit him.
And you can put inspirational damage if you want.
I'm not going to put inspiration to damage currently. I am going to use another die to goad him. So it's +5 damage, and he has to make a Wiz saving throw DC 16.
Sure.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'll roll my other attack because I am going to attack again. All right, another 27. So 20 damage. Sorry, 25 damage, and he has to make a Wiz save.
He's at +7 for that.
Okay, he has disadvantage against everyone but me. Actually, he has disadvantage always.
He just always has disadvantage.
And
Okay.
then I am done.
All right. This archer here walks over here. And he's going to take a shot at you.
Do I have any amount of cover? I assume not.
He can definitely draw a line and not
Sure.
avoid cover here.
All right. Hit me.
He will.
That will hit.
How much health you at, Alex?
38.
Oh, you're good, man.
I spent a fourth level. Or wait, what? I thought I.
9.
Cool. Big lucker. 29 health left.
Okay. Catacros. He just walks through the river.
Like sprints through?
I am.
He is just walking through the river.
He's
He's coming to
inevitable.
get his spear.
Wait, this is like when I threw the javelin at that merfolk at the beginning of this campaign.
Poggles.
He just walks over. Are we trying to run? Like, I'm a little lost at our plan right now because they're booking.
Plan is those two are going to go up there and are going to kill the Minotaur. Down here, your plan is
Survive.
presumably to survive, maybe take one or two out if you can. And as soon as one of you dies, I think your plan is still teleport.
Yeah, I think focus fire is the mechanical plan, is do as much damage as you can to a single target.
He's hurt. He's hurting the guy on Canathos, right?
Ano is hurt, yes.
Okay. Let's do it. I'm gonna bonus action. I need to actions. Bonus action. Starry form. I'm going in the archer form.
So I think a 14 is going to miss.
It's okay. Acreus' turn.
No, you have an action. That was your bonus action, man.
Yep.
Yeah. Take your action.
You can still cast a spell. You can still guide the bolt.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a very they
good.
buffed it.
I know they changed this one because my friend was talking about how this shit works now. So
Alright, now that we have these guys at both bow range.
It was also awful before.
Ooh, the double.
Both of these. That
You'd have to move down a little bit, technically, but yeah.
Kobe.
The
Both
dude.
those people.
Let's see it.
okay, Ano was going to try and save.
Yes.
It's still the wrong level, but it's fine.
No, I wanted
No, he
to
wants to hit both of them. I think. Right?
Yeah, but it would be
level,
fourth
not
level, it'd be
third.
third level.
And this is wisdom, right?
It
Yeah,
is.
I don't have another fourth level nothing matters.
Catacros will save.
In hindsight, we would have done them in the opposite order, but it wouldn't have mattered because you rolled like 11. Nice.
So this is saving through paralyzed. Sure. Okay.
That's huge. It's auto crits, I think, for Krishna.
Yes, if he doesn't get the save off at the end of his turn.
It does
Okay.
stop me from hitting Krishna.
Over
Yeah.
on the other side of the world, I'm going to theater of the mind this for you. You see this. You land via the dimension door.
Yep.
In the distance, Acreus, you can see this Minotaur kind of like haggardly, almost prone, trying to pull this corpse along this road.
Is she behind us or in front of us?
You are looking at her. Let's say you and Voltos are here. She is like here, but this is like the space in between you is like it's somewhere in the realm of like 70 feet.
Okay.
Just so
I'm
we're 80 feet on the other side of that ridge. Is where we ended up on the teleportation.
Yeah. So if we did absolutely nothing, she would like crawl to us, right? Like we're in her path.
Yes, she will be.
Okay.
She will be crawling and while dragging this body along with her.
Okay, I'm gonna move to within 60 of her and shoot her twice. Does Hunter Mark never dropped, right? I don't know if it has like a range limit.
Have
All right. I will. Oh wait, how far did you say she is from us? Just right now, without moving.
70 feet.
Yeah, I'm not going to move. I'm gonna give myself advantage on the first shot with the steady aim, and then shoot her twice. Oh,
Hmm. Okay. You were one away from 2 crits.
You'll hit her.
uh-huh.
Are these with advantage?
The first one is, the second one is not. So it's both of these hit. Okay, that's 11. 11 plus 16 is 27. 27 plus 16 is... What the hell's 27 plus 16?
43.
43 plus 23.
Okay, so she goes down. I'm going to paint a picture for you, Zelkos and Poggles. You can see this general in front of you. And right as this, simultaneously, when this Minotaur falls, something in Catacross changes. His rage kind of subsides for a second, and it almost seems like he's calm.
What?
In that calm, he kind of reassesses, and he just stares right at both of you.
Say something!
Hello?
That was your turn, right, Acrius?
Yeah, that was my action, blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
Okay. When he does this, he stares at Zelkos and Poggles, and then you hear him say, Malal Rasai, retreat. I will handle the stragglers. And with that, the female satyr just runs away and then dashes away this direction. So she effectively gets out of here. Kano, his turn. He tries to shake.
Oh!
He makes
No.
it, but that's the end of his turn, so
End of his turn. Voltos.
I am going to cast.
What did we see happen to the body of the Minotaur lady?
She fell.
Okay, so it's still there.
There.
Okay, go ahead, Al.
I'm going to cast Fly on Acrius. Acrius, go get our friends. Or help our friends.
Okay!
And then I'm going to start moving towards the bodies.
That gives me what, L? Movement speed, flying speed equal to movement speed?
No, gives you flying speed equal to 60 feet.
60, yeah.
It's
Okay.
dash, so.
Uh,
Or you can
Zelkos.
dash.
This is just a normal sized spear, right? On the ground.
Yeah.
I move 5 feet and I pick it up.
My God. Okay.
Smart man.
And then, for my action,
Run, Mitch.
I will. I'm gonna. So that's 5 feet of movement. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level on myself, or try to. Heal for 14. Heal. And then that's 5 feet of movement, and then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Because I'm a satyr. Might not be far enough, but that's okay.
From him?
Yeah, he can easily. 5, 10, 15. Yeah, I'm super close. Oh, bonus action. I'm gonna on my way out. I'll say, "You got this, Poggles," and inspire Poggles.
Poggles.
Kanathos, go ahead.
I'm
Wait, can I make a note? Can I say anything in response as I'm a star? Do I just shine brighter?
Well, you can talk. It's not. It doesn't actually wild shape you. It just costs
You're-
a wild shape charge.
You're effectively in Boomkin form, except you're using the constellation flip. You can
Mhm.
still talk.
That's too bad. I guess I say thanks.
Fuck him up, Canthus.
yeah. So am I going? I'm just gonna swing.
Oh yeah, it's
Advantage.
Yep.
Inspired.
Ooh, second one,
Inspired.
yeah, you're inspired.
Oh yeah, I will. It's D8, right?
Mhm. Oh, hi.
Even with a D8, I'm not sure this is.
Yeah, it might be
okay,
tough.
fuck it.
I think
mean, if you
Alex, the
fuck
new
up-
thing-
Yeah, if you fuck up, but you get to keep it.
yeah, Al, the new
Oh,
thing-
nice. Okay, yeah, very nice.
Fuck, so you get to keep it.
Yeah, that's the thing that my specific bard class has. Or subclass
Yeah.
has.
So I'm gonna hit him for 14, and pass turn.
You could circle him to get farther away, but
Wait, that's true. There's this other guy coming for me.
Yeah, prevent the flanco.
Yeah, I'm gonna go here. I've got my wall to the bridge. They can't get me.
This satyr here,
is he gonna follow orders?
it's off. Catacros.
Oh no.
Thank God.
When he gets close to you, he raises his shield and he says, "I'll be taking my spear back now."
You can certainly try.
He's he lets out a chuckle at that, and he says, "Oh, I think it'll be easy. The shield of Mortis rarely misses." And
Oh no.
rears his shield back, and he just starts trying to beat the shit out of you.
Oh,
Okay. Is
you
that,
got this, Alex.
I don't think I got this.
I feel like Alex has got
The funny thing is, if I just run and he doesn't have Sentinel, he can't catch me.
Oh no.
I assume that'll hit.
Yep.
Okay.
He can't.
I'm
He
gonna
cannot
roll-
miss me. Only on a 1 can he miss me.
Oh
I assume
no.
that'll hit.
Yep.
Oh no.
Oh God.
Okay. First attack.
Big pumpers.
You're good.
Ooh.
Attack.
So
Third attack.
17 takes me to 26. 19 takes me to 7, and 22 takes me to 0.
Okay.
Oh, and you hit 0. Pulls up your death saves. Neat.
So he beats you down with his shield, and as you fall, he reaches for his spear and he says, "You were bold to take this from me. Then again, I guess I did provide it to you as a gift." And as you fall, the last thing you can see before you fall unconscious is him reaching down, grabbing the spear, standing up, and looking at Poggles.
Oh no.
Now heal me.
Heal him.
Hey?
Poggles, it's your turn.
Okay.
healing word, perhaps.
Cure wounds.
I
Or either, I don't know.
cure wounds him.
You have to touch him to do that.
I
I
think I'm exactly
touch him.
30, depending on which one of those 4 squares you're in.
Poggles has 19 AC. He doesn't give a fuck.
Alright, I'll do what I have to do. And you know what? You will get.
You could also,
a-
before you get in range, bonus action archer him,
Dude.
right?
Who can attack for casting this in melee?
No.
Okay.
No, I am going to take a bonus action on my way and just like dust him with one of these. If I could fucking click it.
That's the damage.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah.
As
You hit him.
I'm running and I shoot a star. Take an opportunity attack.
No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't get
You
an
don't
up
take
attack
an
because you haven't left his melee range yet.
Let's go. And then I will give you a level 3.
Thank
Ooh.
the Poggles.
I'm gonna take one.
666. Oh, what the healing?
Okay, real quick.
18.
Oh, that is my turn.
Very nice. You hit him with the shooting star, and then you bring someone back.
Acreus.
Soraka out here.
Uh,
Oh,
I will. I will
alive.
say to Valtos, are you sure you want me to leave you here?
Yep.
All right, zoom. I'm zooming this way, Frank. I'm gonna bonus action dash.
I think you just go straight up and be in range, right?
Is that
Bonus action dash. You dash 60, right? Because you're flying.
Yes. He goes 60 and can
You
dash.
dash 60. You can move 60. Moving 60, dashing 60 will take you like literally right here.
okay? Am I in the sky or just hovering right now?
Wherever you want to be. What's the
Wherever
range
you
on
want.
your bow?
So the bow is 150/600. What does
So you
that
can
mean?
Shoot 600. You got
See-
sharpshooter.
Yeah.
You can just go straight up and shoot them.
I will go directly up and shoot this guy at whatever is 600.
The only problem is if they like end your spell somehow, you would just
I
plummet.
don't think he has a 600 range spell, but he might. I'm going to
Well,
shoot.
you're not 600.
I'm gonna move as close as I need to be at like 550, and then I'm going to shoot Kane.
Yeah, Kano's the
Who's
one we're
taking more
pumping
beating?
damage in.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot Kano. I'm gonna move, but there's no way.
Please do not shoot Kano. I am a-okay.
No, but we have to kill him. Like we have to focus our damage efforts, right?
Oh, like that. Sure, sure. I'm just saying, if you're trying to peel for Alex, do not peel for me.
Yeah, I know we've
So if you,
sprinkled the other guy. Well, as Frank, who looks more hurt?
Yeah, Frank. Well, I can't tell who.
I'm
this
pretty
is.
sure
With your eagle
Kano
eyes.
has been getting chipped as we go.
It looks more hurt than Catacross.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
going to
Barely
Frank. I'm going to shoot Kano, but it is 10:20 and the top of the order, so I will leave it up to you. I can keep going, but I just wanted to know. This is the last round. Okay. I'm moving up a. Cannot move Hunter's Mark, I think. Let me see. You can use a bonus action to mark a new. There's no way he's in range. So I'm just going to shoot him twice. Without advantage. $22.
Okay, no,
To Kano.
that's good.
Alright, so he takes 17 plus 9.
Sure, 26.
26. From 550 away.
Well, not you didn't get that high. You
can
don't
only
you don't
move
have
100.
400 foot of movement.
Yeah. And I'm assuming you just went straight up.
Oh, yeah.
So you would have gone 120 feet into the air,
All with-
or 60 feet in there.
He wants this to be one-on-one combat and has so been brutally destroyed.
And then I pass my. I'm gonna use the rest of. That was all my movement, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm done.
So Kano's gonna roll against you, disadvantage. Bam, bam.
All right.
52nd.
Ah!
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
That'll hit.
What?
So the last two hit.
Last two will hit. The last two will hit. He's going to deal.
Whoa, sorry. On his first miss, I'm gonna riposte. So it's an attack plus a D8.
With
advantage.
advantage?
Yeah. So I'm gonna hit him for 24, and I'll inspire too. Okay. So 26.
26, sure.
Sorry. Did I do that right? 50, 23, 25. 25.
25. Okay. Okay. So he gets 1 hit on you then. Because you riposted, right?
I still take the damage from riposte.
you?
Like riposte is when they miss you, you get to make an attack back. So I still take the second 2 attacks.
21, 17.
So I take 38. Both are magical weapons.
Both are magic,
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
His,
Yep.
his
He's just using the one sword, right? Yeah.
katana, it's magic.
Okay.
Valtos, you are on these. You are walking.
Oh,
towards
sorry.
These...
Let me just make my con save.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, I'm fine.
You are walking towards these corpses.
Yep, and I am 50 feet from the edge of the hill side, or thereabouts, the crest of the hill, right? All right. I'm gonna move. How do I want to do this?
You what?
I'm considering something silly. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna dash to the top of the hill.
Okay.
Or I could do something else entirely. Yeah, I'm gonna dash to the top of the hill. I'm gonna observe the corpses on the way by. Anything interesting?
No, they're just dead.
Okay. I'm at the top of the
They're
hill. That's
just
my turn.
dead.
Zelkos.
Do these folks look like particularly jacked? Like strong?
Kano and Patrazentos?
Yeah.
Or not Patrazentos, sorry, Orphean.
Orphean looks jacked. Kano looks more like dexterous, I guess, is the best way to
Has
describe
Kano used his reaction yet? I don't know if he blocked or
it.
not. Okay.
No, he has not.
I'm at 22, Alex.
Okay.
That 40 damage that man just put into me. Was
Yeah,
awful.
I think we got a YOLO. I'm gonna stand up, move 5, 10,
Oh Jesus,
and
what's happening?
I'm going
He's
to.
dead. He's dead, is what he is.
Oh, it's each creature. 10 feet.
What are you doing?
No, I'm not using that. I'm gonna use just a minor thing. I'm gonna use. You see suddenly these like spectral scythes start spinning around me, and I'm gonna cast Sword Burst. So they so they each have to make a DC 16 Dex save or take 5 force damage.
Kano.
Okay, 0 damage. And
Okay.
0 damage. And then I'm going to use my bonus action to use for the start of your next turn. For the start of your next turn. How far is... We haven't seen our wizard friend yet, have we?
So I'm expecting it to be something like Helm's Deep, where he's going to appear on that hill.
Yeah, I'm just going to give my inspiration to Kathos. Be like, Kathos, get him! And then I'll move to... Oh, I'll give you flanking, actually, +2. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm about to go off here, so...
Your body. Canthos.
Alright, Frank. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to second wind.
Hell yeah.
Um,
Oh, you also have action surge.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
this is the turn.
This
This
is-
is the turn.
So first
Pop
I'm going to use
CDs.
second wind.
Pop defensives, pop cooldowns.
1d10 plus your vital load.
Oh,
Alright, that's a good start. Get it out of the way, it's fine. So I'm going to heal for 9. So I go to 31. And then now, I am going to... if I action search for another attack, I get 2 more attacks, right? Because it's whenever you take the action. On
Yes.
yeah, you get 4 attacks. Yeah,
4
yeah.
attacks. Okay,
It's
awesome.
haste where you can't do that.
Okay, so I'm going to attack number 1. 23 for 10 damage.
25 to hit.
Oh, sorry, 25 to hit, so 10 damage. Attack number 2. Another 10 damage, so that's 20 damage. I will use a superiority die to cast maneuver. I'm going to attack Kano So this is going to be a D8. And give Zelkos the ability. I think I can do this. Zelkos the ability to move half his speed without provoking opportunity attacks from the target of my attack. So if you're willing to move and take just from.
Interesting. Well, he might just
Attacking.
he could just down me in a single hit if I walk away, but I guess that's worth trying.
It doesn't matter. I mean, it's the only thing for me to give you.
Yeah, 5, 10, 15. Yeah, so I'll try to move to there and potentially provoke an op attack from there.
You're going to.
Okay, so we could do that in whatever order. I didn't really have any other useful. Actually, don't move, Alex. Go back. I'll use distract instead.
Yeah,
So
because it's
we
probably
have
better
advantage.
because then you keep the flank too.
Yep, we have advantage against him. So that's 23 damage so far, and then I'm going to action surge. So action surge, and then another set of attacks is coming. 19. I will inspiration on that.
Okay.
Oh my god. 21.
For 9?
Does 21 hit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, for 9, and then one more attack. 21 again for 15. So I hit for 24 plus 3, 27 plus 20, 47. Next attacker against Kano has advantage.
Catacross. Sorry.
How's he looking?
I was starting to look winded.
Okay.
So
Him and me
he's
both.
looking at you with like death in his eyes because of the arrows that are sticking out.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I feel for him. That can't be fun.
Catacross. He goes to stab Zelkos with the with his spear.
I did it hit you, Alex?
Just barely hits.
Can we assume you're down again?
No, if he rolls min damage. I might die.
I hit you.
Tw-
Went down.
23 damage puts me down, so yep, I fall to the ground.
Okay. He turns around to Poggles.
No!
Pogus is 19 AC, we believe.
He slams the Immortus shield into him.
He has a
Or the
plus
shield
15.
You got
Just
no.
slams Immortus into Poggles.
Is
Reroll
the
it.
shelter the action? Is going to the
Roll
shelter?
it.
Luck, he's got luck.
His luck.
That's a 7, by the way,
That's-
that you just rolled.
Oh,
He
no.
hits you.
No,
I like his plus 14.
Wait, no, Jarls rolls it,
I roll it.
Oh,
and
you
it's
Oh.
19
roll.
though.
All right, Jarls,
He-
let's see it.
He did roll. He rolled.
He rolled a 5.
Oh, he rolled a 5. Wait, Poggers.
It's still not.
It's
still
just enough.
Oh, what the...
Oh, I have 19, right?
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah,
it
that's
hit.
why it hits.
Ties hit.
So you're gonna take 2 hits?
Maybe.
Oh right, there was only 1 attack.
Damage from the shield.
Oh,
Oh, that's
Oh,
fine. I'm down
God.
to 39.
39, you're good.
And he brings the spear back around and just tries to crater it into you.
Oh god.
As long as he stays up and can res me, we get more shots to tank.
And he
I'm gonna
rolls
heal myself.
real low.
Let's
Slightly
go.
below average.
What are these attacks?
18
This is
damage.
Jarl Kane stabbed.
Oh,
I
that's
take
fine.
18 damage.
I've been
I
getting
go to
stabbed all
21.
fight.
Alright, he's done.
Do I heal myself or
Heal Alex, because then Alex can heal you if you go down.
perfect? Well, unless he takes us both down.
Yeah, the only downside is if he, one shot against me, 2 shots against you. But the worst thing that can happen is you heal yourself, and he still just knocks you out in a single.
I don't think
round.
you can do 59 damage to me.
I'm at 31.
I think this actually depends on what he can do to you.
It's gonna be big dicers.
Dude, fuck the healing. What if I just stunned him again?
I have a wonderful surprise once we get there, though. We won't
No,
get
we
to
just
do
need to stall turns. I don't know.
I mean, we could do
anyone.
you could just do the giant crab play again.
I
I'm
have to run to
holding.
my- No,
that. I don't
I'm
have a
trying
full
to
slot.
hold.
I've used them both.
Ooh.
Who would have thought she had 16 fucking whiz save?
Alright, first thing I'm gonna do is hit
Plus
him with
16,
a,
yeah.
With the bolt with disadvantage. Okay.
It also just didn't matter.
Wait, who are you hitting, Euros?
It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna hit him.
Well, wait, no, it does, because if you're hitting Kano, you have advantage.
No, he has neutral. Because there's
Oh.
a dude in melee with him and it's range attack.
Oh, I didn't realize it counts as a range attack.
Oh,
Okay.
that's fine. We're not expecting much from that.
So now your action.
With my action. Fuck, dude. So I'm gonna heal Alex.
Yes. Wait, when does he go? Yeah, because Alex goes before the guy who just killed him.
That's a very large cure wounds. Do you
Yeah.
not have a better
Oh.
healing spell? That fourth
No.
level?
Is Cure Wounds touch range? Okay, it is.
Yeah. All right, I'll go for 22. Thank you, Poggles.
How vindicated or how vindictive he wants to be on this one.
Yeah, he could just be like, "Oh, this isn't working," and just kill me.
Let Poggles go to bed. Kill him.
Oh well, we're done at this round. It's a matter of if I want him to counterspell you.
I'm gonna try.
Wait, do you have the head out, Jarls?
Yeah, he would have to roll if he tried counterspelling, unless he's a warlock.
It's in my water bottle.
You would also
pouch.
get potentially counterspelled by the
Counterpelled by
Patrick's
Patrick's
Antos,
Antos, yeah.
but that would mean we don't have charges to teleport. You also have Wall of Force in that head. I wasn't going to bring it up, but since we've mentioned the head,
Yeah.
You do
well,
I don't know
Put,
what
put him in
spells I
baby
have.
jail.
I'm just sitting here fighting. This is great. Kanathos is having a great time.
Just getting stabbed.
Just
getting
dueling this
stabbed.
guy.
Getting
I'm pretty sure
stabbed.
if you guys die, Acris is going to eventually win, by the way.
What was that, Frank?
This isn't exactly where I would want to be.
Just hanging out with your friends, having a good time, having a good time.
Well, I should say that. This is exactly where I want to be if I'm Canathos or Acreus. This
That,
is not where I
that
want to
I
be.
was describing Canathos' existence right now. Hanging out with his
Yeah,
friends, having a good
Zelkos
time, having
might
a good
not
time.
be having the
Zelkos is living his greatest destiny.
But Kanathos is just like, he's fighting a worthy opponent. He got to just hit this guy 4 times.
He's seeing slightly into the future.
Oh, that was your turn?
Poggles' turn is very
Alright.
much over.
I just chat so I know.
How
How
we
far
can
away
end.
flying right now, Frank? I'm just gonna type in chat so I know when I come back.
Say again?
Well, how far am I from the battle right now?
You are
you?
160
however high up
away
you are.
and
Imagine you are.
120 in the air, right?
You are.
Okay, does that sound right? 160 away and 120 in the air. This is a note for me when we come back next time. I'll do
Because
this.
you have to move at least 60 in order to be within. Yes.
Yeah, I already gave myself the 22.
Wait, okay.
Sad.
All right, I'm gonna keep this here. I don't
Oh,
need the
how do you
wrench because
shields?
Hunter's Mark.
How I have this fight designed, I shouldn't have sent away the satyrs.
We might win this.
No, I shouldn't have sent them away for another reason, but
All right, well that was really fun. That was a crazy fight.
Big arrow.
I'm going to enjoy my turn in 3 turns.
In
your turn gonna be.
Don't
Lisa?
tell him.
It'll be a surprise for everyone.
It's very likely that I go down in the next 2 turns, so...
That's fine.
It might be very likely that Valtos and Acreus are the only ones left standing in the turns.
Yeah, I'm just gonna peace out. Leave it.
Just
again.
turn into a bird.
Get the
I'm
head
gonna turn
forward,
into a
right?
giant eagle and
Just so we're
pull-
clear, what's
leave
120 feet of fall damage look like?
10d6 or 12d6.
Asking for a friend.
Would you pick up reverse gravity or something?
I am concentrating on the fly spell while
Yeah,
some jackass is in the air.
Yeah.
If he goes to do another concentration, then Acreus
Yeah.
falls.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say you might want to position yourself over the river, but whatever.
Yeah,
not
hitting
a-
water from
it's a
100 feet in the
shower.
air is like hitting concrete.
But
You could always-
slightly less bad than hitting the concrete, right?
Wait,
No,
it's not gonna
actually.
be- no, you're not
Surface
going to be
tension.
for 3
Well, it
turns.
depends. Is the river moving, Frank, or is it still?
Okay, it is moving, so it won't be as bad. Yes.
Okay.
Because if it was still, then you have to break surface tension. But it's moving, and as I said, it's not a rushing river, but it is flowing, so it wouldn't actually be as bad to land on the river. You are correct.
What I actually need is Acreus to be within 60 feet of me, like
I'm going to,
horizontally.
if it takes you 3 turns to get there, I'm just going to bonus action dash on every turn and go 120 forward, and then on my next turn, like 120 down, you know? So,
You can do both of those things. You can move in diagonals.
is that allowed? Okay, I wasn't
Yeah.
sure.
Oh yeah. Fly
You don't
lets
need
you
to be
do some
down.
really degenerate shit with your movement.
That's what we're about to do. You could go 120 up and like just above me, and then I can save you.
Why haven't one of you made the kill arrow yet, like the nuke arrow with the bag of holding and shit like that?
Do we have a bag of holding?
No.
Like you probably could find one. Look, all I'm saying is you're probably going to the underworld, so you can find one there.
It's true. And we've at least stalled them, so that's always nice. The lettuce is feeling pretty good. I
mean,
abandoned my plan to
oh, wait.
insert myself in the Pantheon.
Kill to kill Kano.
It's going to be very funny to see what happens next.
I know, right?
This is going to be some pretty degenerate gameplay. Is what I suspect will happen here.
Well, like, picture this. All of you die.
Yep.
You end up in the underworld. You wake up next to the Fate and next to the Minotaur. Right? Like,
I
that's...
feel like the Fate shouldn't be able to go to the underworld though, because aren't the Fates technically like denizens of the underworld?
Well, she got kidnapped. She hasn't died yet. Right?
Okay.
This is her first death.
So, like, funny shit could ensue from that. You don't die. These guys go to the underworld. They have already proven that they can go there and come back again.
Yeah.
So it's like you get like time.
Right.
We also
just
get to steal
figure
all
it
their
out.
shit.
Yeah. If you don't think I'm taking this guy's shield, you got another thing coming.
The Shield of Mortis.
Oh yeah. That has Kanathos'
Thanos
name all
swords.
over it.
I'm gonna loot that Minotaur.
This is not the death blow, Frank. This is just evening the scales.
Oh, I know.
Alright, I'm gonna turn off the stream. Bye, Twitch.
What's the plan for next week?